Hello and welcome to what episode is this? Sorry. Episode 7 of the Gridiron Banter podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Ford. Obviously, we're joined by Gavin Laskowski here every week and Joshua Conroe, who's become more and more regular at this point. Also here with Colin Atkinson, always in the background doing his thing. How's it feel to be here today?
I'm feeling awesome. Oh, wait. I'm feeling awesome. It's an honor. It's an honor. I'm actually put on a live stream this week.
Anyways, for what's going on today, we're going to be talking about our what happened yesterday in the Thursday game, Broncos versus Saints. Then we're going to be going into something we did last week, but we wanted to kind of bring up again. Our dream teams for me and Josh. Put that down, Andy. Then we're going to be going into last week's matchups, what happened, who won, who's trending in the right direction. Then we're going to go into the big trades that happened for the Bills and the Jets. And then finally, we'll discuss our going forward matchups, going this week, who's going to win and lose, our pick'ems, I guess, is how I describe it. And then maybe trivia if we get to it. But without further ado, let's talk about what happened Thursday. And Josh, I think this is a really important game for you to start out with.
Yeah, definitely. Good old Saints versus Broncos. It really was just a blowout. There was really nothing special about the game. I mean, you had Bo Nix looked good. He didn't do too much, but it was enough to get a 33-10 win. Bo Nix was 16 for 26. No touchdowns, though. Good old Javonte Williams, who I happened to drop the day of. 5 minutes before the game, decides to put 2 touchdowns in a legacy game.
Nice.
Oh, my bad.
You can keep going.
Okay. The rest of the Broncos receiving was mixed. A bunch of random people stepped up. Cortland Sutton did absolutely nothing, which was quite unexpected. Because he didn't
have a catch in this game.
He didn't have a target. He has a decent, he's looked decent with Bo Nix recently. The past 2 weeks, he's had good games, but I guess he's just not there anymore. On the Saints side, everything looked bad. They were injured. There's not a lot they could have done. Kamara didn't do anything. They gave him 7 carries. Can't figure out that one. He was still in the receiving game, but when you're down that many players, you need to get your best involved.
Yeah, but when you're down that many points, you can't really run the ball anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, going into this game, Saints were hella injured. They don't have Derek Carr for at least another week. They lost Rashid Shaheed for the season. Chris Olave's out for the next few games. Taysom Hill is out for I don't know how long. And obviously some bigger discrepancies on the defensive side as well. They obviously had an injury early in the game as well.
Yeah, Paulson Adebo, I think, broke his fibula is what it was.
I think it's fibula.
So. But, going forward, this is really bad for the Saints. Their season is going down the toilet. They started off so strong.
Started off 2-0, and since they beat the Cowboys, they have yet to win a game.
Exactly. So I think at one point we talked about contenders and pretenders. I probably said contenders, so I'm going to go back on
pretenders.
That. Josh knows what he's talking about. Saints in a bad position.
The Cowboys are just a bad team.
But yeah, pretty disappointing for the Saints. Really good win for the Broncos. 4-2 at this point. Are the Broncos contenders at this point to at least make the playoffs?
Hey, if you look back, week 2, I said that this would happen. I said the Broncos would get better as the season went on. I think Gavin believed me, so at least
I said that they would be better than expected, but I still don't think they're a playoff team, really.
I mean, who else in the AFC is, though? I mean, you got Ravens, Texans.
Chiefs.
Ravens, Texans,
Bills.
I think you could put Bills and
Jets.
I don't really know about Jets.
I'm going to need a little more. I'm blanking on teams now.
I think they're in the conversation is what I'm saying. Maybe not like a playoff
Do you think Bengals could turn it around?
I think Bengals could turn it around, but
it's past their oh, my bad, Colin.
What? No.
It's past their week 5. So they're allowed to actually play ball now. Joe Burrow remembers what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
overall, I guess they might be able to squeak in just because the AFC is so not good this year.
I remember this time last year we were talking about how the AFC was the powerhouse and the NFC was like there's nothing really going on in it.
It was pretty much just Eagles, Lions, and 49ers at this point last year.
Well, look at the NFC North where there's not I think every single team is above 4-2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's 5 losses in between all of them. Vikings are 5-0. Lions I think are 4-1.
Lions are 3-1.
No, they're 4-1 because they had a bye week. and the other two are 4-2. So only 5 losses across the board from them. Obviously, one of them is going to get a loss because Vikings and Lions play this week, so that'll be a really good game. I suggest watching that one. And the Green Bay Packers play the Texans. That's a very hard matchup, and the Bears play some team probably.
Bears on a bye.
Oh, Bears on a bye. So
bye.
Bears don't play a team actually. So, yeah, this is a pretty disappointing game from the Saints. With Broncos, this is a good win. Obviously, they're possibly in playoff contention, but going forward, we'll just have to see if they can keep performing. Do you have anything to say, Colin?
I was just gonna say that I think Green Bay beats the Texans. That's just
Okay,
we'll get to that.
We'll get to that later. You might not be here for it.
Yeah, no, but that's just my input on it.
Anyways, moving on, we want to talk about our dream teams.
Oh yeah.
Teams.
Oh yeah. You want to do top 10 at some point
Yeah.
too, right?
Do we want to do that right now?
Do we want to do top 10? I think we could do top 10
Hey,
right
hey,
now.
it's quick.
Yeah.
I think we could.
So we want to go one by one, like each of us says our 10, and then
I think I
9.
wanted to do like when we get to 10, we all say who we think, and then we're like, oh, okay, and then we move on. But maybe we could just do everyone's list individually.
I think it would work better doing everyone's individually.
All right. So with that being said, let's start with our.
You kick it off.
You want me to kick it off?
Yeah, this is your idea.
Oh, thank you. So with my top 10, these are my power rankings. At number 10, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're solid. I think they're going to get somewhere. Obviously, they were very injured throughout most of the year so far. So going forward, they got that win against the Browns. It wasn't a pretty win, but they got it. I think with this team, they're going to excel. And I don't know if they're going to take the division because my number 9 pick, the Washington Commanders, I think they're going to take the division. I think the Commanders have been playing really
I have the
good
Commanders
football.
higher than he does, and he's the Jaden Daniels Glazer.
Because I think there's other teams.
Oh, wow.
I think there's other teams that are better than Commanders. I think Commanders are really good, and I want to see them succeed. But that being said, I still think there's better teams, such as the Atlanta Falcons, who I think have been playing some really good football as of recent. Kirk Cousins finally kicking in, finally getting that passing game done. Bijan and Tyler Algier have been working in tandem together to be a powerful duo as running backs. So I think Falcons deserve the number 7 spot here. And that's the number 8 spot. The number 7 spot goes to the Green Bay mother-loving Packers.
I knew he was going to say that.
I think the Green Bay Packers have been a really good team. And that entire division, you know, the Bears were close. Like, should I put them in or should I put the Eagles in? I end up going with the Eagles because I think the Eagles are just a better team.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But I think the Packers are
Bears beat
really
up
good.
a bunch of 1-4 teams.
I think the Packers are good, and I think they're going to succeed, especially with Jordan Love. I think they can make a playoff run this year. But moving on after that, got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Baker. Baker's going to bake. They've all been doing really solid this year. I think they're going to continue this trend. Obviously, they have a very tough matchup against the Ravens this week. But we'll see if they can beat them. I think the Buccaneers are set to make the playoffs no matter what this year. If they're not already. Moving on. Oh, I got a hair in my mouth. We got the Houston Texans. I think the Texans are really good. Either the Texans are bad or the Jaguars are good or whatever.
Go.
I don't know the saying.
Still not what I said.
What did you say? Can you elaborate?
What I said was either the Jaguars are better than everyone thought or the Texans are worse than everyone thought. And it's similar wording, but it's a big difference from what everyone
I
said.
prefer the first option. I think it's more funny.
Anyways, Houston Texans at number
Jaguars are
5.
not good.
I think they're in a really good position to at least take their division this year, if not take like possibly the number 1 seed. They obviously have a tough matchup against the Packers this week, but you know, I think going forward, Texans are a good team that has proven themselves to cement in the playoffs, you know. Moving on, we got the Minnesota Vikings. I can't deny that they're a good team. Obviously, they have a tough matchup this week against the Lions, and we'll see if the Lions beat them, who's really better. But I think the Vikings are really, like, they're 5-0. They can't be bad at this point. But going forward, we'll see. They just came off the bye.
The last team that started 5-0 was the Minnesota Vikings, and they missed the playoffs.
Last season?
Or no, it was like
Last time they started 5-0 in 2016, they finished season 8-8 and missed the playoffs.
Well, who knows? We'll see, obviously, going forward. Another purple team, we got the Baltimore Ravens at number 3. I think the Ravens are a really, really good team. I think that they're always going to be contenders. It's just, can they beat that next team up, which is the Chiefs? And for me, the Chiefs at number 2. I just think both of these teams are in really good positions to...
What?
I think both of these teams are in really good positions to at least get to the AFC Conference,
you
if
wanted
not
your
take
approval.
it. So yeah, I got Ravens at number 3 and Chiefs at number 2. And my number 1 for my Super Bowl favorites, It's the one and only Detroit Lions dropping 47-9 on the Cowboys the other day. God, this is a Super Bowl team. They're going to win it all. They got some of the best running backs in the league.
Agree.
They got one of the best receiving cores in the league, and they got Jared Goff, who can lead this team to a victory. So that's my top 10. I got Eagles, Commanders, Falcons, Packers, Buccaneers, Texans, Vikings, Ravens, Chiefs.
You got a
Lions.
hand raised.
Yeah, you got a question or something?
No, I just wanted to do my top 10 next.
Oh, good.
Okay. Go ahead.
Right now.
Okay, give me that because I didn't actually write one down in my notes.
Just
Well,
like,
you gotta do it right now.
off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head. So
Do you
I
want
think,
mine?
How about
no,
you pull
it's
out your?
alright.
How about he does his right now and you
Yeah,
pull out your?
let
phone and you
us
can-
do ours and you make
Yeah.
yours.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, so move on to Josh. Josh, what's your top 10?
Obviously
I
the
noticed,
Jaguars
Dylan,
at
that you
number
didn't
1.
mention the Cowboys in your top 10,
Yeah,
which
that's
does bring
us.
me to number 32, that being the Cowboys.
Okay, yep.
Number one, the Cleveland Browns.
Number 1 overall draft pick, maybe. So I'll start off. Number 10 is the 49ers, who I think still
forgot
have
about them.
the best roster in the league and still can get it done. Just the fact they've been injured and losing games.
By the way, I might have forgotten about the 49ers
Which
as
they're
a team.
definitely better than the Eagles.
I
I'll
didn't.
put
They didn't
49ers.
make my top 10.
Oh well, I would put
Well, they're
49ers.
3-3 right now.
Well,
so.
I think one team that you completely missed on yours was I mean, yeah, they lost a couple bad games, but I still think the Bills deserve top 10.
No, so I probably
He didn't put the Bills on?
I didn't put. The
No,
Bills
he
on.
didn't put the Bills in
I
top
probably
10.
would.
That's a
I probably
hate
would have
watch.
put the Niners above the Packers. So Eagles would have gotten kicked out.
Certified no ball knower.
I did this in class today. All right, moving
All right,
on,
well,
So
Josh.
did I, buddy.
Continue.
To number 9, that brings me to Green Bay, which they look like a good team. They've got some tough losses, but they're going to pull through. That defense looks really good in Green Bay. Number 8, give me the Falcons. Kirk O'Chains, primetime Kirk Cousins,
Hey.
is carrying them to the victory.
Me and Josh both got Falcons at 8. See, we think alike.
Yeah, definitely.
I do not care.
Number 7, bring me down to Mr. Flooded City, Tampa Bay. Their poor stadium got turned into a lake, but
No,
they'll
wasn't
be
that?
fine.
That was the Rays Stadium.
Oh, Rays Stadium no longer has a
Yeah,
roof.
that one no longer has a roof. The Raymond James, where the Bucks play, is a lake.
Oh, okay.
The Rays will not be going back to that stadium. I bet money on it.
Anyways.
Bring me to number 6. Dylan forgot Buffalo. I don't
No,
see
Buffalo's just not.
how.
Buffalo doesn't deserve to be here.
You are crazy. Buffalo is a good team.
I don't think the Eagles deserve to be a
Yeah.
top 10 team.
That is
Over the
crazy.
Buffalo Bills, yeah.
No. I'm going to crash out.
Will-
Yeah, please do. Anyways,
Let's keep this moving along.
before we allow Dylan to talk, number 5, give me the Baltimore Ravens. Look like a good team. Some tough losses early on, but they've been able to put it back together. Number 4, give me the Lions. Looked like a great team last week. I think it's more the fact that the Cowboys are terrible than the Lions are that good, but they're also that good. Number 3, give me the Houston Texans. Looked like a great team, though I do think that they do need to have another blowout to really cement their lead at the top. Especially that Jaguars game that they almost lost to the Jaguars.
Another blowout? Who did they beat in a blowout?
They haven't beat anyone, I don't think.
They kind of blew out the Patriots this past
Well,
week.
anyone
the
can blow out the
Patriots,
Patriots.
though.
Yeah.
Give me at number 2. Give me the Vikings. I still think they're a good team. They beat good teams, but they're not enough to take number 1, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Unfortunately.
It was a very tough
The
race.
Chiefs and the Vikings are polar opposites. On one team, you have a great quarterback that's going to lead you to the promised land. On the other team, you have
Patrick
great
Mahomes.
role
Yeah.
players.
Sucks.
Other team, you have great role players that will be able to carry a mid-tier quarterback to the promised
You
land.
got the generational quarterback versus Patrick Mahomes. Like,
For real.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think there were some things in there that I don't agree with, especially with like the Bills, but I can understand where you're coming from for that. Moving
Wow.
on to Gavin.
all right. Number 10, I got the Atlanta Falcons.
That's fair. That's fair.
I like what they're cooking, but I think the teams ahead of them are a little bit better.
Mhm.
Number 9, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
Mm.
I don't know.
Number 8, I got the Buffalo Bills.
I guess I don't agree with that, but okay.
You are just wrong. You need to stop talking.
It's called an opinion for a reason,
Yeah,
and my opinion is that the Buffalo Bills are a horrible
The
team.
hell? All right. Number 7, I got the Green Bay Packers.
Okay. Yes.
Number 6, I got the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, I'm higher up than I do. That's interesting.
Yeah, you're the Jane Daniels glazer, which
I love Jane
expect
Daniels.
them to be higher. Number
They're
5,
gonna
I
make
got
my
the
list.
Houston Texans.
We love the Texans.
Do you for a really bad team or the Jaguars are really good?
Number
Or something?
4, I got the Detroit Lions.
Hey, it's the same with me.
Okay.
Number 3, I have the Vikings.
Okay.
Number 2 is the Ravens. And number 1 is the Chiefs.
Fuck the Chiefs. Anyways, Colin.
Yeah, did you put it together, pal?
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's awful.
No, my lift. I'm
Number
cooking.
1, the Browns.
Number
Number
one,
2, the
Aston
Jaguars.
Villa. No,
Number
alright.
3, the Titans.
So, at number 10, I have the Falcons. I think that's fair. I think that's.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
At number 9, we got the Commanders. I think.
Okay,
that's
fair enough, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I think it's
I agree with that.
Packers.
Okay.
At number 8. I think that's fair. I think that's a good spot. I put the Bills at number 7. I think it's all right. I think the Bills definitely are
Dylan, you appear to be getting outvoted 3 to 1.
Not looking as strong as they did at the start of the season. But I think the Bills are a team that can turn it around.
I think the Bills have looked way better than the Eagles. The Eagles barely beat the Browns last week.
Exactly.
They still beat
Then
them.
Nick Sirianni's out there chirping in the audience.
Yeah. He's such
Bob.
a. Ugh. Anyway, I do like the Texans. They just haven't really had any pretty wins this season. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's what I'm saying.
I put the Texans kind of low just because they haven't had any pretty wins against some bad teams.
That's a fair reason.
Yeah. Anyway, then I had the Bucks at the next spot.
What number are we at?
Number 5, I think,
okay.
is the Bucks.
You didn't number them?
I didn't put a number in front of them. No.
He's just guessing.
Then after that, just cut. Actually, these two should probably be switched. I put the Ravens at 4. I think that's a good spot. Chiefs at 3.
Damn!
Chiefs at 3, just because they haven't looked.
You want to
like,
switch the Ravens with the Chiefs, really?
I think. Well, the Chiefs beat the Ravens is the only reason. I'm saying this is my switched one. The Chiefs are
see.
Chiefs are number 3, are in my list. Then I have Vikings just because I think they have looked like the better 5-0 team. They've had some really pretty wins, like where they're just destroying like teams like the Texans. You know what I'm saying? And then above them, I think the better team in the NFC North.
Yes.
Assuming I know who it is.
The Lions. I think the Lions
I thought it was going to be the Bears.
are the originally I had it as the Bears, but then I switched it. Yeah.
Wait, you have the Jaguars at number 1?
No, I had
Jaguars?
I had the Lions at number 1. I had the
Hold on.
Lions.
Everyone's take quiet for a second.
That's not happening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for your top 10, even though all of yours were pretty bad comparatively.
Dylan, I think you just don't know ball.
Whatever.
Yeah, I think we should kick you. You're out. You're
Get him
you're
out of here.
fired.
What is that sound?
I don't know.
That's me. I'm just shitting myself.
It's the one mic.
Yeah, it is the mic, but I don't know what's causing it.
Kind of just like whack it, yeah.
Not that part of the mic.
Oh.
It's the board. Try like unplugging and replugging it back in.
Anyways, Gavin, you want to introduce the next segment while we're working on this?
What do
We're
we want to
jerking
go
on
into
it.
next?
Dream teams probably, right?
Oh yeah, Dream Team. So if you were here last week, you might remember we did myself and Michael's Dream Teams. It was basically just a lineup of our favorite players, and we had, I think Josh did logos like I did. Dylan didn't do logos because he threw it together last minute. But basically, we have to guess the player based on the logo and position, and then we're doing 5 strikes is what it was.
I added an extra kicker and special, so I'll give you 6. Just
Six
to be nice.
strikes.
Okay,
Always
that's
being
fair.
generous. Okay.
That's fair.
I'll put it at the
Give
middle top.
me 1 second to throw it up.
Throw back.
Okay, pal.
Okay,
get
buddy.
this guy out of here.
Bang.
I'm trying to make it fit. Oh, there we go. It's perfect.
Zoom in a bit there. Adjust the camera. All right. I think that looks good on stream. Hopefully it does.
Do you want me to pull it up?
I'll let you know
We
once
won't.
it appears. It hasn't appeared yet. I got it, Josh, because I'm watching the stream as I always do.
All right, clearly.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. So starting off,
So I think 101, our first pick should be Brandon Aubrey kicker.
probably.
I don't think that's crazy. I
think Brandon Aubrey and
Locking
CeeDee
it in.
Lamb are like guaranteed.
Yeah, we'll go Brandon Aubrey 101.
Who else?
Is CeeDee
Who else
Lamb I think we're talking CeeDee Lamb, right?
The other one is probably CeeDee Lamb.
He has 4 Cowboys. One of them is definitely CeeDee Lamb. Okay, I'm gonna lock it in for
It's
us.
3 Cowboys, or unless you
4.
already. No,
Yes, 4.
I didn't see it. It got taken away.
CeeDee Lamb as a receiver.
Bingo.
I'm just
Who
too
else?
smart.
I think I don't want to rip it, but I think the Broncos Pat Surtain, but I don't want to rip that quite yet.
I think Lamar QB. I think I don't really. If it's not Justin Tucker, I don't really know who else you'd put.
Do you think he's a Derrick Henry fan?
You know who my favorite QB is.
I think the QB might be Dak too. Low key.
Do we want to? We can wait on that.
Yeah,
right?
I think we can wait on that.
Okay, so Jets might be. Okay, so Jets and.
Do you think he takes
Broncos.
Jonathan Taylor?
I mean, who are the other availables from there? Michael Pittman.
It could be a
Don't look at
defensive
me.
player. Is he a big Colts defensive guy? I don't really know.
Am I?
Like I said, I do not really know.
I'm a fantasy player at heart. I don't know anybody.
Okay,
find
so I'm
out.
gonna say from right now, the Jags have been awful. The only good player has been Josh Hines Allen, unless if he likes Travis Etienne, which is really other.
I don't think
characters.
he likes Travis Etienne right
So
now.
I think that Josh Hines Allen is a good lock.
The edge is Joshua Hines Allen.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
just
Let's
too smart.
go.
The only good player on the
If you wanted to
Jaguars.
do like under head coach, what I did is I just put like a capital X if we get a strike.
I forgot about head coach. You can guess mine later, but you already know who it is.
God, I hope it's not Mike McCarthy.
Hell no.
So Giants.
Giants?
Do we think Dexter Lawrence?
Oh, he took Daniel Jones for sure.
Oh yeah, it's got to be.
He's
Daniel
onto
Jones.
something.
It's got to be Daniel Jones for sure. I mean, Dexter Lawrence is probably up there. He's the only defensive tackle. There's only one defensive tackle. I feel like it kind of has to be, unless let's think. No way he's taking a Bengal, Colt, Saint, Buck, maybe a Chief.
Out here with Vita Vea cooking.
I forgot about Big Vet. No way it's a Bronco, maybe a Jet. No way it's a Cardinal.
So
No way a Raven.
Should we take Jamar Chase?
Oh, do you think one of the edge rushers got to be Micah Parsons, right?
he's injured right now, though.
That doesn't matter.
Right now.
Lock it in.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
Who else?
So then, who's the other Cowboy?
It's also easy.
I feel like it has to be Dak, no?
Are you
Like,
locking that in?
Locking in Dak.
You're locking in Dak Prescott?
we don't have a strike yet, so.
Yeah, then
He's a
why would
bum.
you do that?
You know who my favorite quarterback is.
It's Lamar, isn't it?
Either Lamar or Kyler is my guess.
I would wait at the quarterback.
Okay, I guess we'll wait on the quarterback then.
Oh, I just realized there's 2 of them for some
Is
reason.
it
Just
Baker?
ignore that.
Could it be Baker Mayfield?
It could be Joe Burrow. Sneaky pull Joe Flacco. Ooh.
Locking it in?
No, I don't want to lock that in yet.
All right.
Maybe if we're really desperate, I'll pull that.
Locking in Joe Flacco.
No, we're not locking in
I'm
Joe.
locking it in.
You want Joe Flacco?
Yes.
Bang!
I knew
See,
it.
elite pull for me.
Once you mentioned it, I was
Boom,
like, there's no
boom.
other Cole.
He is my favorite
Josh also
quarterback.
doesn't have a great poker face, so I kind of.
When you said
Who
Joe
else
Flacco.
but Joe Flacco? Who
Yeah.
else do I talk about? If I'm being like realistic, it would be Josh Allen, but
Yeah.
Joe Flacco is my favorite.
Let's get a running back off the board.
Do we take Jamar Chase though?
So what are the good
Is that
running backs
crazy?
here? We have Jonathan Taylor, CMC,
Who else would he take?
Derrick
on the Bengals,
Henry,
though,
Brees Hall.
other than Jamar Chase?
He's no way he's on the Zeke train. There's just no way.
I think we need
Don't
a
look
good
at me,
running back.
bastard.
Is he on the Bijan train?
You'll
No.
find out.
I don't know.
I think he's a Jesse Bates for that guy, but I'm not sure.
Safety, maybe.
Who even is on the Steelers? I don't even know.
You know, I'm gonna play I'll play a little
Probably.
ballsy
Well,
here.
it's not an edge.
Josh, Jamar Chase for a receiver, lock in.
Yeah, that's him.
See, I knew that. I knew
Jamar's
that.
always been
I
my
knew
second
that.
favorite.
I knew that. All right. So let's see what we're left with. I feel like we need a defensive player. Sauce Gardner.
I feel like
and
the
Patrick Surtain.
defensive tackle is probably Dax.
Defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence Locken.
Bang.
I knew
Only good player on the Giants.
I knew it.
Not even true. Just admitted he doesn't know.
You know, should I just keep lock?
Oh, my bad. How could I forget Daniel Jones and Wan'Dale Robinson?
Fellas, I think he has Derrick Henry.
That's what I'm thinking.
But does he only? No, he has 2 running backs. Okay. I personally, call me crazy.
Realistically, it could either be Bijan, McCaffrey, Taylor, Brees Hall.
I'm going to advise you right now, one of the running backs is far harder than the other.
All right. Okay, that maybe we should avoid running back then.
I would
think it's
avoid
James-
running
I
back.
think
One
it's
of them
James
is easy
Conner.
and the other one is hard.
I think James Conner is his
You really
hard
think
one.
James Conner? Is Josh really that big of a James
You know
Conner
what?
guy?
I'm so confident it's James Conner. We only have one strike. James Conner, lock in.
Yeah.
Are you gonna lock it in?
I'm
Oh,
locking.
you're
I'm
right.
locking it in.
I don't want to lock in James Conner.
I want to lock it in.
I don't really want to lock.
Well, your teammates don't agree, so I guess we'll never
that,
know.
that feels like a desperation that we don't really need to pull right now.
You still have
I
5 strikes.
I think for. I mean, it could be Christian McCaffrey too. Let's be real.
What do you think the tight end is?
Oh wait,
Oh, could the tight end be Ferguson?
Could be.
we could take the racist.
I'm
Nick
thinking
Bosa.
either. Oh, it could be Kelsey
Kittle.
because he's a Swiftie.
Ooh.
What?
Ew.
I am not a Swiftie.
It's definitely.
I just
Kelsey. I
happen
think
to
it's
listen to
Kelsey.
the
I
music.
think it's.
I feel like we have to knock down the easy ones right now.
Okay, I feel like there's no other Bronco. I think Pats are.
Yeah,
dead.
Pat Surtain, we're ripping.
Bam!
All right.
I think Sauce Gardner is the Jet.
Who else would it be? Lattimore. I don't know if he's that big of a Lattimore guy. I don't know if there's any
Well, there's 3 cornerbacks. There's 3 cornerbacks.
3 corners.
Yeah, I added an extra one by accident.
So we got Pat Surtain. I think Sauce Gardner is probably the next one up. And then
Oh,
what's
God.
that? What's the who's the guy that got 6 pick sixes last week here for the?
Deron Bland.
Me?
I feel like Bland and
Or it could be
Sauce
Diggs.
Gardner. Or Diggs. I think Bland. I think he likes the pick sixes. I think it's Bland.
I think you would like Diggs over Bland.
Diggs?
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Then you should turn the mic towards you just a little bit. Not you, Colin, just Dylan.
Me? That's
Yeah,
good.
Just, you know,
Covering
like
his
physically
face.
turn the mic, not the stand. Turn
Oh,
the
like
mic.
this?
Getting somewhere.
Yeah, like
Oh,
turn it like this. There you go, towards your face.
Like that.
No, towards your
Alright.
face, your mouth.
Guys, I have a guess.
Like this.
All right, what's your guess, pal?
We're locking in whatever he says. So you better get this right.
Juju Smith-Schuster, wide receiver.
No, I don't think it's.
Correct.
I don't think it's crazy to take Kelsey. Who else is he gonna take?
I
on the
agree.
Chiefs?
Kelsey, lock.
Sure. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Who else?
Yeah.
Big Kelsey.
I think the Niner. I think defensively the Niner might be Fred Warner.
22.
No, it's actually it's definitely Nick Bosa.
We don't have another edge,
What are you
though.
talking about?
We still have the linebackers to get in here. Like at linebacker, like middle linebacker.
Like actual linebacker.
Yeah, like middle, not
Yeah.
like at pass rusher.
Nope, not a pass rusher. Actual like drop back and coverage.
All right.
I know who it is.
Maybe Roquan Smith.
Kyle Shanahan, head coach.
Is he a Shanahan guy? I don't know. I'm guessing Falcons, Jets, Cowboys are not the coach.
I think we just need to get a lock here.
You know
I-
me,
I
avid
have-
fan of absent head coach.
On the Jets, yeah.
I really want to say James Conner running back.
Dude, is he really?
Genuinely, I believe that.
Did he ever have James Conner in fantasy? I don't.
It doesn't matter if you have him in fantasy.
I thought that guy was Dylan.
I had Gabe Davis and
It is.
in fantasy last year, and I don't
Bigger
like Gabe
version of
Davis.
But I feel like there.
It's his
What other?
clone.
I've just never heard Josh talk
There's
about.
far easier options than you guessing for running back.
Did we just rip McCaffrey then?
I think it's
Yeah, you have 5 strikes.
It's either McCaffrey
It's either McCaffrey or Fred Warner.
or Derrick Henry.
Or do you think Derrick Henry's a?
I think it's Derrick Henry and James Conner. That's my polls. But
I
like,
think
I'll
I think we
with
can go Derrick
consensus.
Henry. We all believe it's Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
No.
All right, it's Christian McCaffrey.
Are you locking that?
It has to be. I mean, is that crazy?
You locking McCaffrey?
I think it might be JT, honestly. Just a soul read.
Time out. Give us a second.
Take your
to think
time,
about
buddy.
it. Give us a
Okay,
second.
so let's think. What other position? So Jets. Do we think it's Brees Hall?
No.
Do we think it's Garrett Wilson?
Oh, there's another receiver. I didn't even know.
Yeah, there's 3 receivers.
The other receiver is the Steelers guy. Oh wait.
George
I think
Pickens.
Don't even say
It's not
George
George
Pickens.
It's not.
No,
it's
don't
that
even
bad.
say that
I know for a
name.
fact it's not George Pickens. But anyway.
Van
I think
Jefferson.
I think it might be. It might be the head coach for the Steelers.
That could be.
That's because who? I
Is
mean,
he? Is Josh a Mike Evans guy?
Look at that little.
Is he a
seductive look
Is he a
he's giving.
Pittman guy? Is he an Ayuk or a Debo guy?
I do
is
not
he,
think
is
he's
he
a
a Drake
Pittman.
London
He might be a
guy?
Pittman guy. I actually did trade for him. I'm gonna lock in Sauce Gardner at cornerback.
Yeah, I might as well.
That is him.
I knew that one.
I like Sauce because he talks shit on Twitter.
And I think the other cornerback, I really think it's Deron Bland. I really think it's Deron Bland.
who?
I would think it's Diggs over, but I mean,
We have 2 strikes, right?
we have 2, yeah.
We get one of them here then if we do
Yeah.
this.
We
4
have
strikes.
We have 4 strikes left.
4 strikes left.
All
Yeah,
right.
2
Do
right
you want to
now.
rib Deron Bland then?
I'm gonna say Deron Bland.
Wrong.
Damn
Then
it.
Not
it's
Bland.
it's got to be Diggs then.
You ripping it?
I feel like realistically, unless he's goofing us with Zeke at running back, like
I love Ezekiel Elliott.
Diggs then.
It is Diggs.
yeah.
Damn.
See, I told you, you freak.
Okay, my bad. But I will say James Conner running back. I'm guaranteeing it. Cold from the start. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Okay, linebackers. I'm not
Like
going
I said,
linebackers.
Wait,
I
you
feel like
might
one of
wanna
these
wait.
safeties has to be Jesse Bates.
I agree with that. Are we fine with Jesse Bates, Colin?
I don't even know who that is.
Okay, we're locking
We're
in
ripping Jesse Bates.
Jesse Bates is not correct.
Gavin.
You wanted fucking Deron Bland over Diggs. Don't even start with me, pal.
Okay, moving forward.
I will let you know one of the safeties got traded, or he signed somewhere else. So
Like
you might-
recently?
I don't know if it was that recent, but you might not recognize the team he's on. He's more known for being on another team.
Well, if it's not Jesse Bates,
Shit, we screwed.
I don't think it's a Niner. Is there I don't think there's a Colt that's notable.
Who's the
Is it Minka Fitzpatrick?
No. You didn't agree, so I'll just give you that.
He
All
just
right. Sweet.
Sweet.
I'll just give it to you. There's far easier options. Do remember that.
All right.
please? Because wide receiver
we
Marvin
just-
Harrison,
No.
running back James Conner. I
No.
think that's a possibility. Who's the guy on the Cardinals that's
Don't
a
talk
safety?
into the mic.
Who's the guy on the Cardinals that's a safety?
John.
That's good.
I mean,
Buda Baker, but he didn't get traded.
at this point, I think we're looking at either
There's 2 safeties, just to let you know.
Yeah. I
for
know.
for one of the running backs, we're either looking at Jonathan Taylor and or Christian McCaffrey. I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't agree. I think I'm leaning slightly more towards JT.
I don't think that's crazy. I
You wanna
honestly
lock
don't
it?
think that's crazy.
Do we? It's not. I just don't see why. it
Jonathan
would-
Taylor's fine. I'm fine with that.
You locking?
Yeah.
By far my favorite running back.
Okay.
I just don't see a
All right.
world where the Cardinal is James Conner.
Okay. Head coach, I think, is the Steelers.
Oh, I just put Jonathan Taylor in the running back or the wide receiver slot. Oops.
Who would be on the Falcons?
Bijan.
Our options are Bijan, Drake London. I don't know a linebacker that would be notable enough, and then it's not safety, and there's no way it's head coach. So
No, yeah, no, hell no.
basically, it's either Bijan or Drake
Do
London.
you want a hint?
Sure.
The Falcon is the trade player.
So it is the safety.
Oh, it's Justin Simmons, then it has to be, because Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons were both safeties that changed teams to the Falcons, so it has to be Justin Simmons.
Justin Simmons.
Yes, sir.
I was on the right track with.
I don't think you were going to get that if I didn't give you the hint.
No, you.
Okay.
We would have lost.
I didn't know you
This-
were a Justin Simmons guy.
Fred Warner. Is Fred
I
Warner a
love
safety?
Justin Simmons.
Fred Warner's a linebacker.
Is it linebacker? Oh, I feel like we can go
Broncos
Fred
legend.
Warner.
Is he a Roquan Smith kind of guy? Because it's not Derrick Henry.
You know, I think so. Actually, I actually think so.
I think we ripped the Steelers head coach.
How many strikes we have? 4?
You got 2 left.
2 left. I think we weigh on the head coach. I do agree that I think that
Because it's not Derrick Henry a running back, right?
No,
Yes,
it's
we
not.
know
it's
that.
not Derrick Henry.
And then
It's not Zay Flowers.
I don't think
surely.
it's Zay Flowers. And then the only other I don't think I could name their safety right now. So I'd have to assume that one of the linebackers is Roquan Smith.
I think
Locking?
we lock in Roquan.
Lock Rokon? Bang.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So Cardinals. Who else can it be? We can have Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison is on the board, I will say.
I love that guy.
But is that the receiver he's going to go with?
I think the receiver he goes with here, if anything, is Mike Evans.
I don't know.
Is he a Mike Evans type guy?
Is he a Levante David kind of guy?
Who?
So Saints, other than
Start, you know who that is for a fact.
so Saints, we think they got Alvin Kamara, who I doubt.
Ooh, no, he said one of the running backs is obscure.
That's why I think it's James Conner.
It's very obscure.
Very obscure.
I don't think James Conner is very obscure.
Okay, it's either then if it's really obscure, then it's either Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, Bucky Irving, Rashad White. Alvin Kamara,
Is he
Jamal Williams.
Is he an Elijah Mitchell kind of guy?
Elijah Mitchell.
I drafted that guy our first year of fantasy. He busted.
I
Bastard.
legitimately think it's James Conner.
I don't think James Conner is that obscure, though.
I would skip running back. I'm just going to warn you.
Okay.
All right, so wide receiver, linebacker, and safety.
See, it would be easier. The problem with the Niners is that Niners can encapsulate any position right now.
Yeah.
It could be. It can't be running
And
back.
then-
CMC is obscure.
And then Cardinal could also be any position, too. So Buck could either be wide receiver and linebacker.
Bucks have that really good linebacker.
Is
right?
he an Olave kind of guy? I don't think.
I think we need to get ahead.
There's no way Dennis Allen is his favorite head coach. There's just no shot.
Okay, Steelers wise, is there?
I think head coach is either the Steelers head coach or the San Fran head coach. I don't think
I
there's
Do you
agree.
any
want
other
your
way.
Yeah, well, we'll take it in.
I'll narrow it down between two for you for wide receiver. Your wide receiver is either a Buccaneer or a Niner.
There's like 4 possible options
I
now.
got rid of the Cardinals for you.
I personally think it's Mike Evans.
I don't think it's Mike Evans.
I can give you another hint if you really, really need
No.
it.
Hold on, So, Saint is either running back, receiver.
It's not receiver. We know that.
It's not receiver.
Oh, yeah.
That's not receiver, so it's either running back. It has to be. Oh, it's not Kamara if he said it's obscure. What the hell?
Saints, I think, is either the linebacker or the safety. Well, it has to be essentially.
Unless I'm missing something, I don't think any of you know who Demario Davis is.
Don't look at me. I can't give you the answer.
Are you out of here?
Is he retiring? Do you want the answers, Colin?
He'll watch the stream.
Let me just.
That's
Okay,
him.
Gavin. I think in honor of Colin
That's
Atkinson, we just
him.
gotta lock.
That's him.
I think we just gotta lock in the head
That's
coach
him.
for the Steelers.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's
go.
him.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't think that's crazy.
We're gonna say Mike Tomlin for head coach.
No.
Colin.
You're too late. Why didn't do? All right.
And
Okay.
then Kyle Shanahan, maybe.
Unless-
We're on our last leg. We need to get hits here. We're right
I'll
up.
give you extra strikes if you need it.
All
You
right.
don't need
Gavin,
the 6
please
strikes.
let me lock in James Conner.
Fine. Fucking lock in.
Lock.
Where did you get this knowledge from?
I swear
Where did
you've
you
told-
get this? I
have-
love James
I
Conner.
swear to God, you've told me you like James Conner before.
When have I ever
Yeah,
talked
he
about
might-
this with you?
swear-
You might like James Conner. You don't love.
Yeah,
James
I
Conner.
like James Conner. He's a good running back,
Then
but
who-
not my favorite.
Is Shanahan the head coach?
Bam. If he can beat the Cowboys in the playoffs every year, he can coach my team.
Okay, so obscure running backs at this point is either like Jamal Williams, Kendra Miller, or Jalen Warren, or Najee Harris.
Unless it's just Rashad White. Like.
It's no way.
No!
No way it's Rashad White. No way it's Rashad White. Jalen Warren, that's like my best guess.
But your wide receiver has been narrowed down.
So it's a buck. So it has to gotta be Mike Evans. We're ripping that.
Yes.
Colin was right, apparently.
I still advise you wait on the running back. You're in the right track.
He's a
with-
big
you're-
Amari DiMercado kind of guy, you know.
You're in the right track.
Trey
with all of
Trey
these.
Benson?
Trey Benson.
Wow.
It's free safety. I think free safety's got to be Buda Baker.
Yeah.
Ripping it?
Yeah.
Who else but Buda Baker?
Who
He has
else
a
there?
funny name.
Linebacker.
So we're stuck with Saints, Buccaneers,
Who the hell play
You're stuck with Saints and Steelers.
Saints and Steelers for wide
Stains
receiver.
and Steelers?
My bad, Buzz.
Okay,
Jalen
so
Warren?
realistically, the only people I could think for linebacker would be Patrick Queen and Demario Davis.
You want to lock one?
Not really.
Okay.
Running back?
Or
Running
you,
back?
Or you can go try to guess obscure running back.
Jamal Williams, I think it might be.
No, is it Jamal
Are
Williams?
you locking
I
that?
think.
Bang!
What? There's no like that's the most
That-
absurd pull
That
I've
man
heard.
is the third Okage. He's the
Oh
leader
my
of the hidden
God.
village of the
So then
Dean.
this is the linebacker Patrick Queen then?
Yes, it
to be.
is.
Oh really? Oh, lead the ball
So-
knowledge.
Holy shit, that was a funky team. I like that. That was fun though.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy my team?
I did enjoy your
If
team.
Joe Flacco can lead us to the promised land.
That's such a crazy pull.
Now,
All right, I'm gonna pull up Dylan's.
we
now.
were able to do Josh's. Can you guys do mine? Mine I think will be easier.
Yeah, yours
Well,
is like
you
90%.
technically failed, but you did get.
Yeah, we
did
pulled
get
it
with 8
together.
to 6.
I think James Conner should have been one of the running.
Where did you
Yeah,
get that?
I was gonna say like how? Like that's not even obscure, James Conner.
I'm just sitting here like, where did that come from?
All right. Well, anyways, mine is gonna be really tough. I know you guys won't get this. I'll give you guys 7 strikes, so you can use my strategy of just ripping it if you need to.
All right. Do I have to put them down, or are you keeping track of that?
I can keep track of it, but for the viewers' pleasure, or are you? I don't think we're in a shared document. That's why.
No. I'll just. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it looks like you're writing names, Gavin.
All right. So we got a lot of positions here. I'll give you the teams. You got Steelers, Dolphins, Jets, Niners,
You didn't write
Titans.
the teams down?
Huh? I did write the teams down. I don't have the.
We didn't have
images.
pictures.
You got to give me a second. I have to wait for the stream to get up to speed.
Well, I'm gonna list them off: Steelers, Dolphins, Jets, Niners, Titans, Jets, Steelers,
Do you want me to send it
Ravens,
to you, Josh?
Saints, Lions, Raiders, Falcons, Bills,
That
Bucks, 49ers, Commanders, Broncos, Chargers.
Do you need my email?
I don't think I will.
I think there's some obvious
send it
ones
to
here,
you
but I think
just
there's
in
also some
case.
really sneaky ones here. And I don't remember half of them, so
Share.
you'll have to tell me if you get. I'll tell you if you get them right.
You don't remember who's who?
I remember some of them.
All right, then. Deafening silence really does help. the
It really
cause.
does. It really does help. I'm trying to remember one of them.
All right. I sent
Yeah.
it.
Jamal Williams is an insane player.
Okay, mine might be even
Dolphin
more awkward.
101, Jalen Waddle.
Are you locking that?
I feel like that's a pretty easy lock, no?
Could be Tyreek Hill. Tua.
You literally told me
Closer.
like an hour ago that Jalen Waddle was
Draft
your favorite
Jalen
player.
Waddle every single year. I'm okay with locking it.
It's Jalen. I love Jalen Waddle. He's my boy. He's my boy.
Waddle.
Waddle.
And then we'll remove a Dolphin.
Did I put 2 Dolphins in here? No, it's just only one.
Just the
Dolphin.
one? I didn't really read through it. All right.
Broncos probably Pat Surtain.
Probably. I feel like everyone just.
Well, he's the best. What else
He
is
is
there
the
to
best.
do?
I love that guy.
Is that him?
It is Pastertain. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone loves Pastertain. The second.
He's like the opposite of Sauce. He just does his job and doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I love Sauce because he does say
Where's
his
the
shit.
Bronco
He's
at?
a professional shit talker.
Am I showing the thing? Yeah, yeah.
I think the hardest position will be running back. One of them will be a little bit. You'll not expect it, but I really like this running back.
It's
situation.
James Conner.
Tony
How'd you
Pollard.
know?
No, I'm not ripping that. I'm not ripping that.
You sure?
Yeah, for now.
Who is the
Alright.
Titan?
You won't get the Titan. I'm telling you.
Okay then.
You will not get the
He's a big
Titan.
Trillenbergs fan, you know.
Yeah.
How'd you
I think he's
know?
a big white fan from the Raiders.
Zamir White? Yeah, he was in fantasy.
How did you know?
The Raiders probably Max Crosby, I'd have to assume, because he picked him
That
from
would-
Depoy.
yeah.
Depoy.
Yeah, that would make sense. He doesn't really
You
know.
wanna
He
lock in
doesn't
Max
know
Crosby?
defensive players, so they're probably all going to be like the best at their positions.
Oh yeah, it's Max Crosby. I like
Yeah.
Max Crosby.
You put
I
him
knew
down
him
as edge, right?
before. He was like a lock for me immediately. I knew Max Crosby.
White boy. Yo, I got to pull. I got to see what team he's on.
Who?
What's the name?
Mega Ginge.
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden
Hurst.
Hurst?
What
He was on Bengals last year.
I think he's a Panther now. Is there Panther?
No, he
now?
was a Panther the year before. Hayden Hurst.
Where did he?
He's a Charger?
There is a Charger on here. Oh wait, it might be. I think it might be Derwin James though, for safety, because he hasn't been fantasy. I know that.
I do.
Derwin James in fantasy?
Wait,
He-
what?
In fantasy, did you not? Is it, you either had him this year or last year? I remember you had him.
I do not know what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
Who is Derwin James?
Okay,
He's
well,
on the Chargers.
Oh.
he's the safety for the Chargers.
How do you get him in fantasy?
Do you have defensive players?
I do have. Okay.
We have a defense.
I might have had
No,
him
it's in
last year,
another
but I
league.
do not remember.
Okay, so that tells me it's not him then.
Oh, we know that.
So, I feel like there's some obvious ones here that you should get, but
Would Aiden Hutchinson be the Lion?
Aiden Hutchinson.
Dog
Like
broke
I'm
his
telling you,
leg.
dog does not know defensive players.
I know who Aiden Hutchinson is. I know
Yeah, exactly.
some.
You're gonna know who the best people are. That's all you're gonna write down. I'm okay with ripping it if you want to.
We don't have a strike yet, so I think we're okay with that.
Who?
Aiden Hutchinson.
Hate that guy. Nah, I like him, but
All right.
Is there another? The
am I
Lions. The
missing one
Lions
on
probably have
here?
Matra then.
I might be missing one on here. I'll tell you.
What if
we
it's
get
Gibbs
it.
or Montgomery?
I hate both of those guys, despite the fact that I own both of them.
I'll give you him with the Lions. It's a lot simpler than you're drawing up.
Is it Jared Goof? The goofball?
The goofball.
You want to rip that?
I don't care. Yeah,
I
if
feel like
you
he's a
want.
big Jared Goff guy.
It is not Jared Goff.
Yeah, it
It's
looks
simpler
like
than
it.
Jared Goff. Like,
I'm telling you.
this is like the simplest, like,
It's a Monroe.
one that
It's got to be a Monroe by process
It's a
of
Monroe.
elimination.
Like, I don't know.
I
thought
got this
that
from
was-
the start.
I thought that one was
They-
obvious.
they need to
but
listen to
I'm a
me
big
more.
Monroe guy. I like him a lot.
Well, we get 7 strikes now, so we're doing pretty good still.
Woohoo.
You're at 5 now.
5
right?
left.
5 left.
Oh wait, I need to get rid of Lion.
Are you trying to remember half my players right now?
One of the 49ers is CMC because Dylan used to love him in fantasy. He would say,
I
"I'm
had
going
him.
to draft him every year."
Do you think
after
that one is CMC, the other one's Bosa?
That makes sense.
You gonna lock CMC?
I think CMC's a lock.
Yeah, we can do it.
I'll give you a hint. Running backs, I've had one in fantasy this year. The other I've never had in fantasy.
Are they on the one this year? They're on your team currently?
I had them in fantasy at some point. I'm not telling you more than that.
You said
One-
this year.
Okay, yes, this year I've had one on one of these running backs.
Straight to sleeper I go.
Let's investigate the draft.
And then the other I have never had,
Pacheco's still on his
and
team.
I never really valued him, but I like him. I actually.
Oh, it
been
might
liking
be
him this year.
Pacheco.
Pacheco's still
I'm in
on
the
his
wrong
team.
league.
I don't even have a chief on here.
You don't?
Nope.
Oh, I didn't really look.
Okay, mine might be harder than I thought. Apparently,
James?
So
Is there a Bill on here? There's a Bill. Is Josh Allen? Is he?
I thought he hates the Bills.
would I rip Josh Allen?
He might. Actually, his Steelers Najee Harris.
Oh, how'd you know? Who was my Bill actually? Now I need to remember that.
A crazy pull would be Jonathan Brooks, so I don't really know if I want to rip that.
He's a bum.
Hasn't played a snap yet.
Or his ACL.
Who was my Bills player actually? Now I'm trying to
Dog.
remember.
This is why I made a cheat sheet, so I could just copy the names down.
Oh no, I remember who my Bill was. I remember who my Bill was now.
Tight ends.
There's 2 tight ends?
Yeah, I put 2.
I don't think it's a Fryer move to Tyler Conklin. Once probably Kittle.
Yeah, he looks like
I want to say Mark Andrews, but after this year, I don't really know if he's on that list.
Are you sure about Mark Andrews, bud?
Kincaid might be on this list.
That is true.
I don't think Zach Ertz would be on this list, and then I don't even know who the Chargers' tight end is.
You think the Buck is Mike Evans?
No, it's probably Chris Godwin, actually. Low key.
Low key, high key.
Really?
Yeah, I think we have. Do we want to rip it? We've kind of just been going through strikes.
Okay, if you want.
I think you guys need a hit here, honestly.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
saying that's the answer, but
I'm not gonna say no to a hint.
Yeah.
you want a hint?
You just said we need a hint.
No, I said you guys need a hit here.
You need a
Like,
hit.
You need
Oh,
you need a good player
oh.
here.
I think because he was really high on Chris Godwin this fantasy season.
That is true. I'm really sad I did not get it.
I feel like it's probably him. Unless, let's think of who else it could be. Mike Evans
Vita Vea.
or Vita Vea. Unless you went Antoine Winfield, which I don't think he did.
You guys want a hint?
Who else could be?
I'm not going to say no to a
I
hint.
know who Vita Vea is, but I did not pick him.
So then it's either the Bucks probably Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. And I think he's more of a Chris Godwin kind of guy.
You know ball, buddy.
You going with Chris
Is he
Godwin?
Chris Godwin?
Yes! I am so mad at Colin Parks for taking Chris Godwin. You don't understand. I really want him, and of course he's going off this year. And I'm like, well, fuck, now I can't do anything about it. But Chris Godwin is my other wide receiver.
The Falcons.
Kicker. I didn't even realize there was a kicker here.
I
Oh
think
my
the
God, I'm
Falcons
never going to
beat
get
John.
that.
The kicker one is actually, if you think about it, there's a reason he's my favorite. I love the kicker.
Is it Tyler Bass for the hate watch?
My God, that might actually be it.
You want to lock that in?
I feel like who else could be? I don't think he's a Chris Boswell guy. Maybe a Greg Zerline guy.
I think we should just leave the kicker alone.
Yeah, probably stay away from that.
Kicker's always a wild card.
And then defense is a wild card just with you, because like you don't talk about defensive players. So I like other than the two we already have, I just have like no like solid.
Sauce.
He might be a Quinnen Williams kind of guy, low key. That might be his defensive tackle.
Think
Who?
so? Yeah, who?
Quinnen Williams. There's a Williams on your fantasy team that plays defense in the one league.
It is actually, I do have Quinn Williams in my other league right now, I think. I have Myles Garrett and him.
Where'd the defensive linemen go?
I don't know any other defensive line besides Dexter Lawrence. The GOAT.
Do you want? I can help you on the one. You were close with the Jets, as in you essentially. I don't know if you would get it if I didn't tell you. So,
What does that even mean?
one of the Jets. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a hint. Both Jets are defensive players. How about that?
So
'Cause I feel like you
one
guys
is
have been struggling.
probably Sauce then.
That'd be my guess.
Sauce is one of them. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys need help here because I feel like I might have been actually a little evil with something I said earlier. So, it's gonna be a little-
I thought I made my list a little difficult. This guy's just googling defensive players.
I do like Sauce quite a lot. Him and Pat were like my two like top or cornerbacks.
I don't think it's a Jets safety. Linebackers, the only ones I could think of would be Quincy Williams, but I think he's more of an edge guy, and then C.J. Mosley, but I don't think you're that big on C.J. Mosley. So Quinnen Williams is probably my guess, but I don't want to rip that quite yet.
Oh, I might have made a mistake here actually. So
Oh, great.
I don't know how I got. You know, how at the beginning I was talking about DLs and DTs if they're the same thing. I think this player is a defensive tackle for the New York Jets. I think it's Quinnen Williams.
Quinnen Williams?
Yeah, he was my guy. I think
know.
I'm.
Man, I was about to pull an insane name out too.
Okay, in
I was
all
gonna say
honesty,
Hassan
I'm
Reddick.
really bad at defensive players.
Is it played yet?
That's the point.
I
It'd
am
be
really bad
difficult.
defensive player, so I'll give you that one. That's all the Jets. The rest of them might be a little bit tough though.
I feel like.
Don't worry, Gavin. I'll get rid of
You
him.
think the edge is the other edge is T.J. Watt?
What?
It's either him or Bosa.
How many strikes we have? 3? You want to rip Watt?
Rip one and get the other.
Yeah.
50-50.
You're like a Watt.
You going what? Yes, it's T.J. Watt.
Bang, let's go.
Who
We didn't.
else would the Steeler be? I do not think that Dylan knows any other Steelers.
There's another Steeler on the
There's
thing.
another Steeler on the thing though.
There is. Oh, it's Najee Harris.
Gotta be.
He had him on
Has to
fantasy
be.
this year.
One of the running backs, yeah, he said he did have in fantasy.
It's Najee Harris.
I don't think he's that big of a Najee Harris guy.
Bijan
though.
Robinson.
Ooh.
Bijan as who I'm thinking.
But would I put him as one of my favorites of how he's done
That's
this
what
year?
I'm thinking because he's been kind of ass for you in fantasy.
Yeah, that's been pretty ass.
It's gonna be so crazy
I'll
when
give you Austin Eckler for him.
it's gonna be so crazy when the kicker is just the hate poll of Tyler Bass.
I would do
Who
that.
are these
I know
linebackers?
you
Is
would.
Roquan Smith one of the linebackers?
Ooh, I forgot who the linebackers was. I think I remember.
Dude, how do you not?
Do you know
just, like,
linebackers
know?
drop into coverage?
Okay, I know one of them.
Edge rushers mostly pressure.
This is what I'm saying. I might have. Wait.
Oh Lord.
Who is the commander? Oh, it's probably Jaden Daniels.
Oh.
Why did?
Why didn't we think of
Yeah,
that?
Jaden Daniels, Commanders, QB.
Incorrect.
Who the hell is the?
Kami? Who's even on the Commanders?
Unless it's
I had to put down. I'm gonna put down names. real
Yeah, he's
quick.
a big Austin Eckler fan.
he didn't have Eckler. He said one of them he's never had in fantasy. The other one he's had this year. So he's never had Brian Robinson or Eckler.
I can give you a hint for one of the running backs I've never had.
Yeah, please.
Josh had this player at one point in his entire career. I will say.
Austin Eckler. I had him my entire career.
No,
At one point in your career.
no, I had him year one.
You had him year 1. I had him year 2. Colin Atkinson has him year 3.
Who's the 49? Is the
What I had- what did
49er
I even
Fred
have last
Warner?
year? Previous leagues.
Are you locking that in?
No, I want Josh. Do
You
you think
want to?
49er
Could
is
be.
Fred Warner?
I don't think Dylan really knows too many defensive
I feel like if there's
players.
one to know, he would know him.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Can we lock
Okay, I
in Fred
figured,
Warner?
it out. Fred Warner? Yes, Fred Warner. I figured out the one I was confused on.
Let's enjoy my running backs last year. This was truly the retirement home. Austin Eckler, Rashad White, Tony Pollard.
See, there is a Titan, so like,
Fred Warner is a linebacker, right?
yeah, is the running back Tony Pollard? Like that's
Dude,
just
that
so
is
random for
insane.
you.
That would be funny, though. I will say. That'd be really funny.
I had Chubba Hubba last year.
Did you have James Cook
Me?
at all?
Yes, I did. I traded him to Devin.
One of them might be James Cook. One of the
He
running
said
backs.
that no. He said that the one that he never had, I had.
Well, there's also the one that I have had that you haven't got.
He has James Cook this year.
That is true.
Have everything written down, so now
What
I
I have
know.
in the let's see.
I got
Let's see.
everything this time, so
Let's
we're all
look at
good.
2022.
Who the
and see
hell
what I
is the
have.
is the Charger Cameron Dicker? Like, who else could it be?
Dick or the kicker.
Unless it's Herbert. I don't.
Okay, I was really mean with the Chargers, by the way, so just for a hint.
Yeah, he's got Joe Alton there at defensive
Yeah.
tackle.
He's got him at tight end.
I would wait for the Chargers till the end. Probably.
Okay, wait on the Charger. Oh, who the heck?
Speaking of tight end, there's two of those guys.
Yeah.
Do we want to rip Kittle?
Yeah, probably.
I love Kittle. Kittle's my favorite tight end. How can you not?
And then based on the reaction he gave me earlier, I kind of feel like the other one is Mark Andrews. It's either him or Kincaid.
Look at him. He's got a horrible poker face. Yeah, look at it's Mark Andrews.
I don't like Mark Andrews anymore.
Anymore.
Are you locking in Mark Andrews?
It's either him or Kincaid. I feel like
It's not
unless DeMar Hamlin is the safety. Like
it's neither of those.
God.
It's neither of those guys. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It's not Dalton Kincaid or Mark Andrews.
So the bill is on defense.
I think
Unless it's Josh Allen.
No.
Maybe he's faking us out.
no. It is DeMar Hamlin.
You really think DeMar Hamlin
I think that would be hilarious.
The person who killed my quarterback? You think I like that guy?
Your quarterback killed himself. What?
Okay, well he was involved.
Just because that guy hit the guy on the bike in front of Moe's today doesn't mean he wasn't involved.
For real.
Who's his other Steeler? Is he a Jalen Warren kind
Anyway,
of guy?
let's see what running backs I had. Oh Lord, this really is the DeAndre Swift, Zeke Elliott. My team is balls. Antonio Gibson.
Have you ever had Jalen Warren in fantasy?
Me?
I have had him at one point.
Alright.
Never started him, I think.
I had to play Gavin in the championship. Where he
We're not going to get to the rest of the stuff we have planned today.
rigged
Holy.
the election.
But this is fine. We can go over everything else quickly.
Rigged election.
I think we need a hint.
We need
Yeah,
safeties.
What position do you want to hit on?
Probably safety.
Safeties?
Yeah, probably safety.
Okay.
Dylan, but I have a question before you give us the hint.
Yep.
Do you know the difference between a free safety and a strong safety?
I know the difference.
Are
I
there-
don't know which position each one plays.
Good enough for me.
So one of them is just someone I had no clue for the other safety who I wanted to go, so I just picked a random one. He's pretty good. He's in the top.
That
The
doesn't.
other
that is
guy-
a horrible hint.
The other guy, I feel bad for, but I know about this player. I've drafted him in Madden before. He's a guy that I know that doesn't help, but I'll limit one of the safeties down to either being the Titans, the Ravens, the Saints, or the Chargers.
Saints might be Tyrann Mathieu.
I was gonna say
It's back.
Kyle Hamilton.
Could be. I feel like Tyrann Mathieu. I feel like you would draft it.
Marcus-
Drafted Matt. That seems
Could
like
be
a.
Marcus Williams.
There's no way Marcus Williams is the guy he picked. Like
See, I feel bad because I lied.
It
at
could
one
be
point.
Derwin James.
he already said it wasn't Derwin
He did?
James, so yeah, he said wait on the Charger.
Yeah, he feels bad because he doesn't know the difference between a free safety and a strong safety.
I put just two safeties in general. It doesn't matter which safety they are. We need to get through this, so I'm going to help you. I was just lying to you, Gavin. It was Derwin James.
Fuck!
I was just trying to lie to you, and I did it really well, apparently. Derwin James is one of the safeties, but we need to get through this quickly, so... As in, like, we got...
Do you just want to get rid of strikes and then just rapid fire name people?
Yeah, we knew that.
All right, sure.
No more.
Josh
strike.
Allen.
No.
No, it's Tyler Bass.
Yes, Tyler
Yes!
Bass.
I knew it.
Because he misses every time, and it's so funny. I love that guy.
Goodbye, Bill.
All right.
Um,
Titan Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Correct.
There's just.
I told you it was
Yo,
such a weird poll.
Here's poll for you. The other tight end, would it be I can't remember his name for the Commanders. The stupid guy who's been around forever.
Zach Ertz?
Zach Ertz.
It's not Zach Ertz.
Fryermuth.
Not Fryermuth.
Kyle Pitts.
It's not Kyle Pitts.
Saints. Who's the quarterback for the Saints?
Taysom Hill.
Yes, Taysom Hill.
Why do we both have like insane Saints polls?
This is a horrible,
What do you mean this is horrible? This is my dream
a
team.
crazy ass
Not
team.
no ball.
Taysom Hill is like one of those guys.
Oh,
that I
is
just
the
find
Falcon
funny.
Bijan?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is
told you.
Bijan.
Tony Pollard is. You should have said Gavin for Tony Pollard because he had him 2 years.
Safety.
The quarterback
Is it
Lamar.
Kyle Hamilton, the other safety?
No.
Quarterback Lamar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like Lamar a lot. So now you're down to 2, right?
We're down to linebacker and safety.
Oh, Minka Fitz.
Minka, and then is it Bobby Wagner for the Commanders?
Yes, those are the last 2. I know Bobby Wagner, and I like Bobby Wagner. He played last year on the Seahawks, and I liked him.
Yeah.
So what do you think of my team, huh? It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll go with that for sure.
Okay, in all fairness, I forgot halfway through who the commander was, and I was like, who the fuck is the commander? And I was like, oh, did I mean to put Seahawks on here for Bobby Wagner? I was like, wait a minute, he plays in the Commanders now. Yeah, I think
thought
my
he was
list is...
pulling like an insane poll with them.
All right.
Like,
What do we want now?
we need to start talking about what happened last week.
Can we just avoid last week? I think there was a bad game that week.
What?
There was a bad game last week. I don't remember what happened, but
What
just
did I
know
just open?
I
Oh,
can't.
I don't want that.
I can't talk about it anymore.
So those were our dream teams.
Yours sucked.
Yours also sucked. You had like fucking
do we want to
Joe
get into it
Flacco.
or no?
Joe Flacco could lead that team to the promised land.
All right, let's go. Let's get into week 6. You know what happened?
Recap.
Yeah.
Recap.
I'm all off my groove right now.
Where are
man.
we starting?
Patriots, Jags.
Ooh,
Game 1 of 2 for, or no, this is game
That
2
is-
of 2 of London for Jags.
That's week 7.
My computer is a hell of broken.
Yeah, you'd be right. That is week 7.
We actually are starting with Jaguars Bears, ladies and gentlemen. Another blowout for the Bears against a horrible team. Bust. Trevor Lawrence looked actually pretty good for once.
His receivers are dropping a lot of passes.
Oh, yeah, maybe you should throw. Maybe you should
Reload
be
the
throwing
page.
to Brian.
Yeah, not a whole lot to look.
When
Sure.
did DeAndre Swift become elite?
I don't know.
Just overnight? Just,
He was
he remembered how to
he was
run?
literally like the worst running back in the league first 2 weeks, and then he just randomly decided to lock in.
Any notes, Dylan?
Good win for the Bears. I think the Bears needed this win. Obviously, they're not like number 1 in the division, but they're still 4-2, so they're still having a solid season. Going forward, I think we're just going to see more of Caleb Williams being able to be elite. So, yeah, I think good win for the Bears, bad win for the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm bamboozled right now.
Cardinals Packers. What was originally thought to be a good game turned out to be quite the opposite.
Yeah, it was-
Packers blew them out. Cardinals did nothing. Kyler Murray, I think at half was like 1 for 6.
Yeah, it was a rainy game,
Yeah.
and then they usually run the ball in a rainy game, but you can't when you're down that much. So it kind of just got away from the Cardinals. Next
Wait, you're on the
is
Cardinals?
Next is the GOAT, Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco getting the dub over the
Yeah.
Titans.
I told you it was happening. The GOAT has returned.
Did you see the Tony Pollard 3rd and 19 handoff, and then he just walks it in for a touchdown? It was so funny. 3rd and 19, they're like, yeah, we'll just kick the field goal, and then he gets a touchdown.
Continuing on. Texans Patriots. A blowout for the Texans, basically.
Blowout for
One-
the Texans.
Won by 20.
But Drake May did look pretty good, though.
Drake May looked good in his debut. 20 for 33, 243 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Technically, he debuted 2 games ago. When he played
His
the
first
Jets.
start, okay?
There's low-key going to be a pipe bomb in your
Yeah,
mouth.
Drake May. Okay,
Joe Mixon came back and became the lead again.
Yeah.
Drake May looks solid, all things considered.
We already
You know,
said
this is-
that.
I was
We've
going
been
to talk
through
about
it.
him, but
you
then
need to stop talking. You're far past it
I am
after
like
the
out of
Commanders.
sync right now.
Commanders killed you.
Commanders did kill me.
Bucks
Bobby
Saints.
Wagner.
Bucks were losing at halftime and then decided to
The-
put on 27 unanswered
The
points.
Saints' whole offense scored in the second quarter. They were up like 3 at the end of the half. I was like, oh, the Bucks are down now. And then I look and it's 40-27. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to discuss about this team, or the Bucks in particular, is their running back room. Rashad White, I think, is a problem. They need to get rid of him. You saw with Sean Tucker and Bucky Irving, they did phenomenal this game.
I
Phenomenal.
think you're just balls and a hater.
Rashad White has been awful.
I've
He's
seen
not an
that.
efficient rusher.
I've seen lots of tweets of people saying they're never drafting Whites again. Cooper Kupp got injured. Rashad White sucks.
Zamir White stinks.
Sucks.
So
Mark Andrews stinks.
You know, Sean Tucker, no one really expected him to come in, but he got 14 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
Syracuse alum, shout out.
Didn't Rachaad White get injured this game?
He was injured.
I was going to say, how could you say he sucked if he didn't even play?
He sucks in general.
Yeah,
Bucky Irving has...
You go out there and run the ball.
I'm not saying I can.
Exactly.
But for an NFL player, Rachaad White is an awful running back. He has like a yard average of like 1 for rushing.
I blame you.
I'm fact checking that.
Like his rush average
Yeah,
is
please
absolutely
do.
horrible. Check it from last year.
Last year he was elite.
He was elite for fantasy because he had a bunch of receptions. He was
He
for
was
a
elite
rushing
because they had an
candidate.
actual
He averages
offensive coordinator.
3.7 yards this
Either
year.
way,
Oh, well, you're
I'm talking
wrong,
about
buddy.
look at last year. It was like 2 yards. It was so bad. For a running back, even averaging 3.7 is bad. As a rusher, Rachaad White is not a good player. He's
That's
good
why.
at
That's
the
why
ball.
he's a receiving back.
But that's what I'm saying. They need to move on to Sean Tucker or Bucky Irving. I think it's 100%.
He averaged 3.6 last year.
Oh, look at that. He's wrong
Either
again.
way, it
Could've
doesn't
seen this
matter.
coming.
3.7 or 3.6 is both bad for a running back.
Anyways, carrying on from Dylan's stupidity, Browns Eagles.
I don't think
Nick Sirianni chirping at fans as per usual. He's a loser. They need to fire him.
For real.
Browns continue
Start
to look
Jameis
bad.
Winston.
Yeah,
He
should have
was
kept
in.
Joe.
He was in for a stat or a snap.
Should have kept Joe Flacco.
AJ Brown coming back after his injury. He looked phenomenal this game. 6 receptions, 116 yards, and a touchdown. You know, this is what they were kind of missing. They needed that. While Devonta Smith is good, I think they needed that number 1 wide receiver. And I think AJ Brown brought that to the table in this game to win.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving
Getting
on.
all their weapons back really helped them
Bless you.
offensively.
Game of the week: Commanders Ravens. Ravens won. Good performance from Lamar.
Derrick
He's looking
Henry
back
doing
in
his
MVP
thing.
form.
Is Derrick Henry low-key the MVP?
Derrick Henry iced the game. He really won that for him.
Derrick Henry is showing that he's still that guy, even though he's old.
Dumbass Jerry Jones didn't even contact him.
I didn't realize Zay Flowers had 9 for 132 as well.
And Zay Flowers has been blooming as a blooming as a young player in the NFL. Yeah, this was a good win for the Ravens. Obviously, they lost their first 2 games, but they've now gone 4-0 in the last 4. So, pretty good performance from the Ravens, and I think the Commanders even had a pretty good performance here. Jane Daniels, I think, is finally at that point where he is a like matchup-proof QB where he's going to perform no matter who he goes up against, what team. Because this is one of the worst rushing defenses for quarterbacks and for running backs, and he was still able to put up points through the air, which is kind of the big worry we had for Jane Daniels. So overall, I think this is a good win for the Ravens. I think this was a good loss for the Commanders.
All right.
Good
Moving
loss
on.
is insane, but okay.
Huh?
A loss is never good. You need to win in this
But
modern
like
day
for what
NFL.
they did in the loss, that's why it's good.
Nah.
Broncos Chargers. This probably was a snooze fest from
Game of the week.
Looks
What
to,
it
it looks to
seems.
me, except for the Broncos turning it on at the very end.
Game of the week.
Yeah, I guess. Other than that,
Woohoo! Moving on.
yeah, I don't really want to talk about
Steelers Raider
No-
also snooze.
another one of
fest.
those games. Najee went over 106 or 100 yards first time this year. Had that touchdown too.
Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Brock Bowers is like the only guy to throw to in Vegas now.
R.I.P. Devontae.
Elite tight end Brock
Raiders
Bowers.
legend.
9 receptions for 71 yards. You know, this is what they drafted him to do, to be that elite pass catcher and also an elite blocker. So I think Brock Bowers has been fulfilling that role in a pretty bad offense.
Have you been watching him? Like, you watching him block? You watch all the Raiders games?
I don't watch the Raiders
He
game, but
watches
I
the
watch,
all 22.
Yeah.
I watch film as in like I'll watch the games
I
and
think
see
you're.
what
I
they
think
do.
you're really a Raiders fan. You're hiding it.
I am a Raiders fan. How'd you know?
We did. Root
Well,
for
you know
them
what?
last
How
year.
about instead of talking about this game, we go on to the next game?
Yes,
where...
Falcons Panthers.
No.
No, I think there's one above
I
that.
don't remember that one.
We got the Lions and Cowboys, and the
I
Lions.
don't remember that.
They
one.
wanted to give that big man that touchdown. Did they
No,
actually
they
get a
didn't.
touchdown?
They tried 3 different times to
They
get an
failed.
offensive lineman to play, and then they all failed.
Either way, just what a performance showing. They came into this game with a vengeance, and you could see it.
At home,
No
too.
other team. I think it was 13.
Well, the Cowboys are 0-3 at home and 3-0 on the road.
Complete opposite of what they were last year.
Well, they've also in their last 4 games allowed 163 points.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
A fun stat from this game. I think it was D lineman or O lineman. I think there was 13 snaps where an O lineman was listed as eligible. during this game.
They made stupid Dan Skinner eligible on the first. That's when I knew it was over. Those petty ass Lions.
Okay, well, to be fair.
To be fair, they shouldn't have run the same play 3 times.
They won either way. It doesn't even matter. Obviously, running backs looked great this game. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. CeeDee Lamb
did not look very good. Why are we still running 50-year-old Zeke? Who gets who gets maybe a yard a carry? Let me just quickly yap for a little bit. We start off, this is the Cowboys drive. Start off Zeke Elliott, 1 yard rush. Second one, another rush for 3 yards. Then Dak throws an incompletion and we punt. Rinse and repeat.
Was that just the whole game?
That's the whole game.
By
Then you got the
way,
Lions using every trick play in the book.
By the way, Jerry Jones' birthday was during this game, so happy
Sell
birthday.
a fucking team.
Big 82.
Big
Big 82. God, what a
only-
game to watch.
If only he wasn't a billionaire, he'd be dead by now.
Love the Lions. They're going to win the Super Bowl. Anyways, moving on to the Falcons and Panthers. I don't know what anyone expected from this game besides this. Falcons have been looking really good. Bijan and Tyler Algier both look phenomenal this game. Panthers look like a team that could probably play in a high school and be good.
What does that even mean?
I'm saying that they would be good in high school matches. but
Dog,
not in
the
NFL.
Panthers would fucking whoop any high school there is.
Could you?
I don't think so.
Could you
man.
imagine some 16-year-old kid lining up against Deontay Johnson and
Yeah.
then defending that?
Okay, I was just saying that this team sucked ass, and I think there's no argument against that.
It takes one to know
They
one.
could have just said that.
Okay, I'm hella tired right now. Can we just move on?
Yeah,
I'm
move
gonna
on
fall
to the
asleep.
stank ass performance on Sunday Night Football.
Woohoo! We love Bengals Giants.
Yeah.
Somehow they have the same record. Don't question that. Giants are also 0-3 at home.
Yeah, I was there for one of those.
Either way, Giants suck. What's his name?
Joe
is
Burrow
not the
remembers
answer.
what he's doing.
Joe Burrow
The
rushed for his
CTE is
highest.
gone.
What's his name? Daniel Jones is not the answer. Get rid of him. He was the leading rusher for the Giants.
He's a leading rusher in the game.
Yeah, apparently I can check the box score.
11 carries for 56 yards.
He
it
had
says.
56. Joe Burrow had 55. Tracy had 50. Chase Brown had 53.
So Daniel Jones by 1 yard was the rushing leader.
You act like his nickname is not Vanilla Vic, pal.
By the way, T.
His
Higgins
nickname
has
is
been
Danny
receiving
Pennies.
something notable. Is T. Higgins actually has been receiving more, or has been targeted more than Jamar Chase the last few games once he's been healthy.
I think that's also because people realize Jamar's like a true threat, so they're more double covering him.
I
which
think he
leaves
was
T
actually
open.
triple covered at some
Yeah,
points during
which
the game.
leaves their second guy who's also very good just to take everything.
I think what's been going on is they put the number 1 cornerback on actually T. Higgins, and they put their second and third on Jamar Chase. Because even with your second and third, that's like more than a first. You
Gavin,
have
is
two
this
people
true?
on
You
one
watched
person.
this?
Huh?
Did you watch this game, Gavin? Is this true?
No,
I
I didn't
heard
really watch
stats
this
from
game.
Either way, bad loss for the Giants. Good win for the Bengals,
Moving
I guess,
on.
if they're trying to win. Moving on to
Aaron Rodgers forgets how to play ball again. Maybe he needs to go back into the darkness.
No, when it comes to Hail Marys, he's still got it,
He
though.
still got that.
Lazard
And you'll never guess who caught his Hail Mary, who always catches them.
I think that's the
Alan
first one
Lazard.
Alan Lazard's ever
No,
caught.
it's his like third.
I don't think so.
I know it's his second. He's caught 2 game-winning, or at least touchdown Hail Marys.
The only other two I could think of would be Richard Rodgers and Jeff Janis.
I
So
know
he might have
Alan
had
Lazard's
two.
one because I saw it on TV.
Oh, yeah, well, I watched the one. So
Well, the one there and another one.
okay, so then he has 2 then.
He does have 2.
Anyways, the teams that were on bye this week, we
We
had
don't need to know about that.
we had
Talk
2
about the
really bad
Bills.
teams on bye and 2 really good teams on bye. We obviously had the Vikings and Dolphins as the good teams on bye, and you had the Chiefs and Rams as the bad teams that have not really done anything this
All
season.
right, you've lost speaking privileges.
I am
cut
like
his
out
mic,
of it right
please.
now. I don't know what
Got
happened.
his mic.
Are we doing predictions now?
Yeah.
What was I
Okay.
gonna say?
Mike dropped Devin Singletary.
Oh, good for him.
Didn't he say he was?
Okay. Starting with predictions. Obviously, we had the game that happened this week. Broncos Saints. I had Broncos winning. I don't know about you two.
I had Broncos.
I also had Broncos.
Are
Speaking of
you
that-
sure about that, Josh?
Yes, because I passed Garrett. That's why
Yeah,
I
he
say
picked
speaking
it
of
in the
that.
pick'ems.
Who?
Are you sure about that?
I thought Michael did, and there was only
Yeah,
3 of
you're
us.
a bum. You're a bum.
Hold up.
Stop
I
speaking.
got. Was it Gavin then?
Like Gavin literally just
Did I
said
pick the
Gavin.
Saints?
Gavin picked the Saints.
I
You
swear
liar.
I picked the
Gavin,
Broncos.
you're a
Gavin
fraud.
lied.
I'm a fraud. I swear I picked the Broncos.
Anyways, moving on. We got the Patriots and Jaguars, both two of the suckiest teams, but
Jaguars win in London.
that's true. That's what I was
Well,
going to say.
except for last week. That was a fluke.
That was a fluke. I think the London Cows win
Yep,
this.
London Cows.
I'm taking
Um,
Patriots.
Don't disrespect the London Cows.
I'm
like that.
disrespecting the London Cows.
Who is this guy? Who is he thinking? Anyways, moving on. Seahawks and Falcons. I think Falcons win this.
Falcons take big time.
I'm taking Falcons.
Moving on, we got Titans and Bills. I think Titans win this.
I think you don't know ball, and
I'm
you
lying.
really
I
should
think-
stop speaking.
I think Bills end up winning this one.
I think it's a Bills sweep.
Anyways, moving on, we got the Bengals and Browns. I think Bengals win this because they're just better quarterback.
Tickets as low as $37.
Really?
Ooh.
We should go.
Guys,
there, right?
64
guys,
64
hear me out.
degrees. It's sunny.
Hear me out about this game. I'm just kidding.
I could see the Browns winning though, just because the Bengals don't play the greatest in their division rivals' home stadiums.
Yeah, but if Deshaun Watson's the quarterback.
Oh yeah, of course I'm taking the Bengals, but I could see the Browns pulling an upset.
We got Bengals winning, obviously. Moving forward, we got Texans and Packers. I think the Texans win this.
I'm taking.
Actually, no, what Packers?
I'm taking Packers.
Go back, go.
Gonna take the Texans.
Go back, go.
Fuck you.
Okay, buddy. Moving on, we got the Miami Dolphins.
Are going to lose
Are
to
gonna
the
beat-
Indianapolis Colts.
No, they're going to beat the Colts.
You think that Joe Flacco can't lead them to the promised land?
I think he could, but the fact that Anthony Richardson is playing makes me believe that the Dolphins are going to win. Richardson was confirmed the starter, I'm pretty sure.
Joe Flacco, if you're watching this, please send me merch.
Yes, Joe Flacco is watching this.
Please send
right
me
now.
merch, Joe Flacco. I love you.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Thank you. Lions and Vikings, I think they're going to beat.
I just
the
got a
5-0.
message from Mike. Says either the Jaguars are good or the Texans are bad.
Ooh, I'm going to take
Well, he's not here
Lions.
right now.
I'm going to take Lions to win against Vikings. This is a really good game.
I'm also taking the Lions too.
I also have Detroit.
And then we got a really bad game. Eagles and Giants. I think that Malik Neighbors is going to fumble the ball twice. I'm going to take Eagles to win this.
I'm taking the Eagles, but there's a chance just based off how Philly's played. But I still think the Eagles are going to win.
For some reason on
Saquon
Pick'ems,
Barkley.
I took the Giants, but I can't figure out why, but I think it's kind of funny if I just leave it.
So Gavin, Barkley coming back to MetLife for the first
Change
time
that.
since he was traded. Do you think he's going to get booed, or do you think?
Well, he didn't
he's
get
gonna-
traded. He signed there.
He's getting booed.
He
Like,
doesn't
booed
seem
out
to
the
think he's
building.
he thinks he's not gonna get booed, but his ass is gonna get booed. Like you go to the division rival and not expect to get booed. I really don't see why his thought process
Oh
is
yeah,
there.
of course. I also play Saquon Barkley this week in fantasy. Of course, the week
Legacy
he's going to
game.
go like 50 points against the Giants.
Yeah, put that mic in your mouth, buddy.
Huh? Anyways,
Raiders
Raiders and
Rams.
Rams. Yeah. Who cares? Rams, I guess.
I like the Rams in this matchup.
I also like the Rams.
Cooper Kupp comes back.
Rams are 1-4.
Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp comes back.
They suck ass.
Of course I
Anyways,
play him.
Panthers, Commanders. Commanders all the way. Jane Daniels going to run through those Panthers. 2 touchdowns.
Chubba Hubba legacy game.
That could happen.
Jonathan
I actually
Brooks
think he will
legacy.
do pretty good this game. Commanders' defense is still balls, but I still got them winning. Their offense is too good for that Panthers to handle.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna take Commanders.
Super Bowl matchup. The Panthers
what
and
are
the
you-
Eagles.
We're replacing you with Colin.
Super Bowl matchup: Chiefs and the Niners from last year. I'm gonna take Niners to pull off a win against the Chiefs here.
Give me
though they're
KC.
3-3.
They did it again. They'll do it again.
I'm taking KC.
I think that hear me out. Chiefs are like really bad during the regular season. I think they're the team to lose to the team they play in the Super Bowl during the regular season, but then win when it actually matters. So I'm gonna take Niners. Jets and Steelers defensive game.
New York Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets. Steelers.
I think
Yeah,
Russell Wilson's
you-
gonna play. I think they're like
Hey, that means I can actually start. George Pickens.
true. I'm taking Jets.
All right, I'll take Jets. I guess.
I'm
I'll
also
take
going to
Jets.
take the Jets. Moving on to the
Sleepyhead.
pastel and yawning to the Ravens and the Bucks. I am going with the Baltimore Ravens to pull out the W here. Think it'll be a gritty game.
Calling it right now. Game of the week. I have the Buccaneers to win this game, actually.
Coldest take ever. Everyone expected it to be game of the week. I'm taking Ravens.
Chargers and the Cardinals.
I forgot it's 2 Monday games.
I think that the Cardinals were a bit of a fluke last week. I think they can put it together and take down the Chargers.
I'm going to take the Chargers here, actually.
I'm going to take the Cardinals here.
Is Herbert still injured?
Anyways.
Nick Chubb is expected to play on Sunday. Breaking news.
Oh, who would
Should I start him?
So the
No.
teams on bye this week, the Bears who have been
Hey,
on a hot
whoa. Oh, wait, actually continue.
The Bears have been
You
on
do your
a
bear.
hot streak. And there's another team, the Cowboys. They kind of exist in the NFL right
They do
now.
exist.
They have the same record as the Giants, I think.
No, they don't. We have one extra win. At least give me some credit, Buster.
You some credit. You're not a
I'm on the
Cowboys.
team. Don't discredit me.
You a cheerleader?
Basically, I sit on my couch, like the Black Ops 4, the Black Ops guy, where he sits there like, oh, I gotta go this way.
I don't think he does.
I sit there like, and then I just sit there, and go, Jerry Jones, I hate you.
Anyways, those are our picks for the week.
What about next Thursday?
I guess we can do next Thursday.
Well,
Vikings, Rams.
Vikings.
Give me Vikings, yeah.
Give me Rams.
Okay.
I want to be different.
I think we should give you a exit sign out the door.
Rams are going to get a weird win. Anyways, moving on. We have to talk about the big trades that happened this week between the Titans and the Los Angeles Rams.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, the
Titans sent
big
over Tony Pollard and 18 first-round picks in exchange for the entire Rams team and all of their Super Bowls.
Those are really good.
Crazy trade.
Yeah, it really was. This should rebuild the Rams for the next incoming future. But I do think that the Titans lose this trade. Tony Pollard's a very valuable asset. He's Dylan's favorite player. But I think that this could set them up for a Super Bowl right now. With those 18 picks that could get multiplied into 42 if the Titans win, I don't know what you're going to do there. But you have to go all in.
Compensatory first-round picks.
Anyways, we can talk about the lesser trades. Obviously, Devontae Adams went to the New York Jets, and Amari Cooper went to the Buffalo Bills after the game. I think both teams. I think Buffalo need the receiver more, but
I think it improves Buffalo more than it improves the Jets.
Jets already had Garrett Wilson. Aaron Rodgers just doesn't remember how to throw to him.
I think this is more important for Devontae Adams than it is for the Jets.
Did you
honestly.
see, instantly after he was traded, he went on Pat McAfee with Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
the same day. They were planning it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so this is pretty big. Buffalo, this is a good. They needed that number one wide receiver.
Josh Allen already has progress throwing to him.
Yeah, he did it on when he
threw
played the
it out of
Browns one
bounds
day.
right to Amari Cooper. Only problem with Cooper right now is he has the most drops in the league by far.
But it's also because it's just not Watson.
Well, it's not if he's dropping the ball.
Anyway.
Stop yawning.
I'm tired. I don't know where it came from.
Go to the red and white.
I'm going to after this,
And
actually.
you're going to yawn on people's subs.
Anyways, I think this is a good trade for both of them. I'm just out of it right now. I have no insightful insight at this point.
I think they're both good trades. I think they should help both teams. I mean, Aaron Rodgers got his true number one that he's only going to throw to now.
Yeah. And
Maybe it'll open up Garrett Wilson more, but
the Jets did also look better offensively after the coaching changes they made. So,
Somehow.
assuming their offense kind of functions now, hopefully. And then I think both of them are going to play on Sunday, I believe, from what I've seen. I think Cooper was confirmed today, and then I'm pretty sure Adams is confirmed already, but I'm not sure on that.
Anyways, before we continue, Josh, you want to get lunch after this?
we can't go to Moe's because someone got hit by a bike or someone. I was driving past Moe's and this guy turned, slammed into this guy in the bike. Oh my God, he went flying. You should have seen you.
Just don't go to Moe's.
He went flying though. They have the Krabby Patty at Wendy's.
True.
Do you guys want to go get the Krabby Patty?
I'm not going there. I
don't
got
want the
food
Krabby
at
Patty.
home, bruh.
You don't want the Krabby Patty?
No, man.
How about? I think Moe's is safe, Josh.
Are we doing trivia?
Are we?
That's what I'm thinking.
We got time.
Either we got lunch or we got trivia.
I'm okay with doing either.
So we're doing the game I talked about earlier?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll pull it up. So do we want to include 2024 in this or just
Yeah.
22-23?
Yeah, we can do 2024.
All right. So basically what we're going to do here, I got to
I'm awake now. Don't worry.
wheel spin.
Time here,
I think Michael was yelling at me in the chat.
2022.
He said, White does not suck. Get this non-believer. Oh, no. Yeah, Rashad White. Yeah.
I think that was
agree.
me.
Yeah, I think he's yelling at Dylan.
I agree.
It's the
Bozo.
game of the week.
All right, so basically how this game works is we're going to spin the wheel of the fantasy years that we've been playing. Keep that in mind. And you're going to... Oh, Mike's down here, so I'm just going to get him eliminated from here. So you'll draft the team. It's 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 receiver, tight end, and a flex. And
Are we doing this year as well?
Yeah, so
Okay.
you spin the wheel. Whatever year, you get to pick that player you want. Like, you get Josh Allen, you pick him. But once said player is picked, you cannot pick him again. So once they've been picked, they're off the board to be picked.
Okay. Who goes first?
Just want to like rock, paper, scissors for it.
Josh can have it.
Josh
Okay.
can have it? All right.
Spin for me, buddy.
Josh, your year is 2023.
23.
year.
So last year, and I can pick any player.
You can pick quarterback, receiver, running back, tight end, and then flex.
So is this like all-time scores, or is this just any player? Like, I'm confused on how do you win?
Like, you have to have the most total points. Like,
Most
you
total
build your
points.
team, and then if your team has more total points
Am I
combined,
allowed
then
to
you-
look on Sleeper, or?
no, you have to guess
Oh,
straight off the dome.
I do.
Yeah.
Straight up. So 2023, give me CeeDee Lamb.
You take CeeDee Lamb as wide receiver. I believe you finished as wide receiver 1.
I would
That's
hope
fair.
so.
That's fair.
All right, Dylan,
Yeah.
your year shall be 2023 as well.
You know what? I think I just gotta take Josh Allen here. Josh Allen, the number one
Gonna
overall
rip
quarterback.
Josh Allen. Do we want this bozo that's coming in? Do we want him to play too or no?
He can play. Colin, sit down. We're playing a game.
We're playing that game I was talking about.
That's sick.
Okay, so he can.
Welcome to the team, buddy.
He can spin now.
Hold on, I gotta.
What's he sniffing?
I took Josh Allen. He took CeeDee Lamb already. Okay.
All right.
Nope. What the hell is that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You also might want to scooch in.
I gotta just change the camera.
He'll adjust it. Big Dog will adjust it.
And Colin, you get the year of 2023.
No, that's just not true. So basically, you can't look at sleeper. You just have to pick the player based on the year and if you think they were good in fantasy.
All right. No, yeah, I got that.
All right. Your year column will be 2024.
Ooh, this year.
If I go on the stream,
All right.
You cannot select CeeDee Lamb or Josh Allen.
This year is kind of tough
Okay.
because there hasn't been a lot this year yet.
That's why I wasn't sure if you guys wanted to do it or not.
That's fine. It's just a sucky player.
I don't think this is I don't think this is crazy to say. I think I'm going to take Jamar Chase.
You know what? That's fair. I can see that.
Valid, I guess.
Bad pick, but I can see that.
Are you
I
gonna
spelled
take
his name
that?
wrong or not? Okay, back to Josh.
Give me a year, Buster.
Your year is once again 2023.
2023.
2023 was a good scoring year.
Give me McCaffrey.
Takes McCaffrey.
I'm killing him.
Okay, buddy.
Dylan.
Yes.
Dylan gets a year of
2023.
2024.
Oh, I have a flex as well.
Ooh, 2024. That sucks. Who's been good this year?
Tight end's gonna be rough if you land on 2024.
I don't even know who was a good tight end like in previous.
So this year, because it's always going to be a lot less points either way, I think I just got to go a position that has been good in the first 2 weeks. You know what? Actually, give me Chris Godwin for a wide receiver. I think actually
That seems like a good pull.
that's a solid pick, I think. That's a solid pick. For this year, he is the leader, I think, for wide receivers.
He's up there.
Well, I'll take him.
All right, Colin. Your second player will come from the year 2023.
Okay. Then.
Try to land on 2022 challenge.
I
if
want
possible.
2022 because there's a person that I really want there.
All right.
2020.
So 2023.
Think of who was good last year in fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do I take a running back here? I think.
You
what I
can.
did.
You can't take McCaffrey though if you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a Mo Ra.
I'm on.
Monroe last year. All right, that's solid. That's
How was he? I don't remember.
but that's solid.
No,
that's
that,
solid.
that was a
He
good pick.
Wasn't Tyreek better though?
Yeah, I think Tyreek was too. Oh, maybe a 2022.
Please.
It's 2022.
2022 Pat Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
He was the best player in the league.
Yeah, that's fair. I got Josh Allen though, who was better, I think.
I want another 22 because there's another person I want there.
All right, Dylan.
Yes.
2023.
Ooh, you know what? Give me Sam Laporta. I think he's the best tight end.
That's a
on the
good
board.
pull.
Best tight end on the board, I think.
I think, yeah.
Kelsey might be a good one for like
22.
another year.
Just 22. I don't think he was good in 23.
All right, count. I think he was.
He might have been. He might have put it together.
I keep forgetting to switch the camera to Josh when it's his turn.
Josh doesn't need to be seen.
Yeah. I'm just
2023, Colin.
God damn it.
This is easy.
What'd you say?
This is easy.
Currently have 2 receivers. You do have a flex too, by the way, so you could go a 3rd receiver if you really wanted to. We were just talking about a guy you should probably take.
Kelsey.
If you want Kelsey, that wasn't who I had in mind, but
2023 Kelsey?
That's what I'm saying. 2023
Wait,
Kelsey.
we're 2023 or 24?
23.
23 Kelsey wasn't the greatest. If you get him in
No
22,
looking it up, pal.
Okay.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Your Honor, I cannot be a liar because my pants would be on fire.
He's got a point. Objection.
Objection, Your Honor.
You just take Kelsey, right?
I don't want to, though. I want to.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what team I should go for.
Who had a really good team last year? And who did they have?
Yeah, that
I had a really good team.
doesn't really help me.
Then I lost.
Oh. Oh. Should I take? I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Tyreek Hill.
That's who I. That's who I wanted you to take.
Okay. That's
hoping
what I'm
hoping
going
to get Tyreek Hill, but
Yeah.
you know it's fine.
Yeah, 2020. I completely forgot 2023 Tyreek Hill was kind of crazy.
He went
Gavin, are you going to
wild.
put the year next to him on the stream?
I can if you want. I don't really remember though.
Yeah, you're fine. I just wanted to make it
All right,
easier.
no, it's back to Josh. I actually put the camera on him.
This one's
Good
easy.
night, ladies and gents.
Okay, Josh is
2022.
your 3rd player.
2022.
No, it's your 4th player.
We want 2022.
You got 2022, my friend.
Yeah, give me 22, Travis Kelsey.
Damn, you got both Mahomes and Kelsey.
Well, now that Kelsey's off the board, he did finish as tight end 3 last year. I want to point that out.
I knew he was
Yeah,
good,
he
but
was,
I think
yeah,
Sam
at
Laporta.
22, he was like insane.
Between these two, who was the better tight end? Their respective year.
I think, well, Laporta was 1 last year.
Yeah,
so
but like, who was better overall between the two?
I don't know.
Well, we'll have to
Without
see.
looking
Are
at
you
it right now.
talking about between 22 Kelsey and 23 Laporta?
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
All right, moving on, Gavin. It's me, right?
Yes, Dylan.
I have all wide receivers.
Travis Kelsey, 20.
There's some good running backs you can still get. You get 23.
23. Ooh, I like this year. It's a good year. So, no kickers, right?
No.
No defenses?
Nope.
Okay.
Kelsey in 22 had
So, what are my positions left?
316.
Both running backs, a receiver, and a flex.
Probably should get a running back here. Who's a good running back last year?
Dude, there's a super obvious name that you probably should know.
Who was the number 2 at the end of last year? Because I knew Brees Hall was good at the end of last year. It was a good tight.
Going forward, I have your info. Sam Laporta last year, 239.3 points. Travis Kelsey in 2022, 316. Almost a 100-point difference.
Damn, that's an elite pull from you then.
We love Travis Kelsey.
I wish other people got 2022.
I love 2022 because I actually know what I'm doing. There's another really good player that I want from it.
Running back last year. Who was the number 2 running back last year? I don't know why this is blanking on me.
Gonna need a pick soon.
You know what? You know what? This is gonna sound. I think this is gonna be a little weird pick. Give me Mike Evans last year.
don't think that's crazy. You have both Bucks receivers.
He had a
man.
lot of touchdowns last year.
Yeah. All right, Colin, your year shall be
2024. I can already see it coming.
2023.
That's not bad.
All right. Running back from 2023. I don't think Derrick Henry ran crazy.
Don't look at me.
Fort.
For real.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
He's thinking.
There's two running backs I have in mind. I'm surprised neither of them have been thrown out for 2023.
I think I know who one of them is. I don't know about the other.
Yeah, no. Was it one of the ones I mentioned?
I'm not saying.
I'll take Brees Hall.
That was one of them.
That's the one I was. I think I know the other one as well.
I just.
My thought process for taking Mike Evans, right?
I know.
Hit me, Gavin. Hit me with a spin on the
He
wheel.
was the last good receiver.
What do I
think,
have?
for last
Running
year.
back.
2022 for Josh.
My question between it is, do I go running back or wide receiver? No, I can't. Give me 22 Austin Eckler.
I figured that's where you're going.
I just feel like if I got 2022, I'd be able to get some elite polls, but I can't.
You just suck. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
My team may or may not be insane.
Yeah,
I
this
am
is
built-
pretty
I
good.
have
Well, when
the
you
guys.
only get 2022, yeah.
I think you're also getting.
Oh
Getting the
yeah,
best.
yeah. I'm a luck merchant, definitely.
yeah.
2022 for Dylan, so now you can't bitch anymore.
Ooh. Okay.
There's another really good player sitting right there.
Mhm. For me, it's in between like Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry, I think.
That's not what I was going with, but
I'm
okay.
trying to think where they finished that year. I don't
Chubb and
remember.
Henry. I think Chubb was good because wasn't he like a first-round pick for Devin?
Wait a minute, wasn't Joe Mixon really good that year?
I know he had the
You were
50-point game. I
You're
don't know.
asking
if
the
it was-
wrong person. I like when he gives me the little
You know
sparkle
what?
effect on the wheel.
But this guy was mid at the end of the year.
Go with your gut.
My gut's gonna tell me Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry is his RB1.
I was gonna say.
Do you want me to look it up for you to see?
No, not right now.
That's cheating.
Oh, yeah,
I'll do it when I calculate.
Oh.
All right, Colin, your turn.
I kind of need a QB here.
Josh needs some 2024s.
Con, you can wait on QB because me and Dylan both have them.
Yeah, you're right.
2023.
Again? What? What?
Who you
Bazinga!
taking- Who are you taking for 2023? mister?
Oh, I'm taking a running back here.
If I get
Or I could take tight end.
yeah, if I got 2022, I know one person I'm taking.
I know who I'm taking if I get it again.
I don't remember 2022. that much,
There's
actually.
one very obvious answer that is
trying to-
yet to go.
I'm trying to think of a
Jamal
tight end
Williams.
here.
Jamal Williams.
That's who it was.
Who was the number 2? Because I know who the number 1 was. I know who the
Jamal
number
Williams
3
actually that
was.
good. I remember he was good.
Who was the number 20? Or who was the number 2?
487
Good question.
points.
I have a guess who it was, but I don't think it was.
Dog, I hope I get 2022 next. If you get 2022 again, that's
Ooh.
big.
Was it him?
Who?
Because he went pretty high this year.
Who?
He was one of the highest rated
Who?
tight ends. Trey McBride.
Ooh, that is a
He-
good pull.
Yeah.
He did come in
Is
really
that,
good.
is that you want?
Yeah, that's what I want.
He had a horrible first half, but he came in really good.
Yeah, you know who told Josh to pick him up after his tight end got injured?
Big Dylan.
I told him to pick up Trey McBride, and then the next week Mark Andrews got injured. and I was screwed.
2022.
If he gets 2022, I'm just screwed.
He got 24.
24?
That's
What do I
good.
need?
That's good.
You need
You
wide
know-
receiver
you
and
know who
flex.
I would take Raheem Mozart. I'm just saying he did really good.
In
This season so
24?
far. Yeah, he did really good.
For my 24, I'm going to take Nico Collins. Actually, no, that's a lie. Give me Alvin Kamara and flex.
Kamara into flex.
Kamara's
bad.
been the best this year.
All right, Darren Ford.
2022, 2022, 2022.
You need a running back and a flex.
2022. Give me Jamal Williams.
Dylan, I'll let you know I lied straight out my ass.
Wasn't he?
Well, that was his big touchdown year.
Yeah,
He had
it
like.
was. I don't know how he was though, but he didn't have 405. Like
I know he didn't have
470 fantasy points.
405, but I know he had like close to.
He had a
300.
large amount of touchdowns.
He had the record for Lions, I believe. Colin, you'll never guess the year you got.
I got 2023 again.
At
Let's
least
go.
you're not getting 24.
I had a feeling Josh, you were lying, but like I still either way, I think he was great.
I need another
He
running
was
back
good.
and a QB.
I want to give him a hint so bad, but I feel like that'd be so unfair to you guys.
Well, the
2023.
QB is very
him.
obvious.
For a hint.
You're right. It's Joe Burrow. I'm kidding.
I was thinking for the running back, but
For the running back from 23?
Am I missing a running back?
Oh,
23?
it is very obvious.
you especially should know who it is.
Who did I have last year for running back?
Colin, it's so easy for you.
Oh,
You meant his name has been mentioned before.
Duh.
In this,
Like
when-
100
since we've been
times.
doing
Like
this.
100
was
times.
was it by me or was it not?
I'd rather not say.
It's been mentioned a large amount of times.
Forgot. I love that guy.
Who did Dylan Fart have last year?
Why'd you instantly assume Dylan?
Because Gavin was saying that he should know who it is.
No, you should know who it is.
I should know.
You should know. It's very painfully obvious for you.
I want to know.
Do
how
I?
Bo Williams
So he's
is.
probably on my team.
He's not on your team.
He was on my team.
He could have been. I don't remember.
I don't. The person
think
I'm thinking
so.
of was not on your team in 2023.
Okay.
We don't have time, Colin.
Dude, you've done the same thing.
It's painfully obvious.
You could go quarterback too. Doesn't have to be running back.
Jalen Hurts is pretty good.
Yep.
Jalen
Lamar.
I think you just go Lamar. Honestly, I don't think that's crazy.
Lamar for 2023.
Yeah, I don't know the running
Do
back.
not get 2023
Do you know who it was?
for 2022.
No, who he was talking about.
Hold on.
I know.
He still has an RB slot, so
does.
I don't want to give it away.
Give me
yet.
22. There's someone I want.
You get 2022.
He's 22, Justin Jefferson.
How did we forget that, guys?
Oh yeah, duh.
Well, I
I
couldn't
think
really
I'm
get.
blowing you out of the water.
To be
I didn't
fair,
think
I
I
couldn't
could've.
really get him.
I
you
couldn't
know,
get him either
'cause
way,
I
Josh.
think I've gotten 2023 every single.
Yeah,
round.
both of you had your slots filled up anyway. Dylan could have because he had flex open.
Oh, I did not know that. Whoops. Whatever.
All right, Dylan, you got flex left.
Flex. Okay.
2023.
Give me Raheem Mostert.
That's the guy I was thinking of. Raheem
Oh.
Mostert.
I was thinking of someone else.
Okay, I'm happy with my team.
Was it another running back?
Yes.
All right.
I didn't. For some reason, I think I know he had some good games, but I didn't.
He had
think
21 touchdowns.
Colin, what does Colin have
I
left?
guess no.
Colin, you get 2022.
He has 20. Okay, it was I was thinking of Travis Etienne.
For a running back in 2022.
23 Etienne was insane.
So, who in 2020? Oh, I know.
He had 225 points.
I know a
for
guy
Williams.
you had in this
It's not
year.
bad.
He was the number 17 overall, so there was definitely better. But
I mean, I remember
It's not
drafting
bad, though.
Jonathan Taylor round 1 in this year.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
well
and
did he
he
turn out for
busted.
He
you?
also was pretty bad that year.
There's another guy you drafted though.
He does not remember. I don't even remember who I drafted the first year.
I
'cause
thought
I
I
didn't know what
had
I was
Mixon
doing.
on my team.
I don't think
Didn't
you
we already
did.
guess
I
Mixon?
think Devin had Mixon.
Ah, blech, blech.
No, Mixon wasn't guessed.
Who did? I mean, he must have cooked for me. Jonathan Taylor.
That Josh guy, really.
I mean, I remember having
Good.
Singletary,
Good.
but I don't think Singletary.
That's
did,
not.
did good.
I wouldn't do Singletary.
No, I wouldn't do him either. And I think wasn't Derrick Henry injured in 2022?
He might have been.
No, Michael drafted Derrick Henry
Josh-
because his dad told him to draft 18 running backs.
Josh, was it
Josh who?
Josh Jacobs?
Is that your lock?
I think I'm gonna stick with that one.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
gonna
I'm
stick
pretty
with
sure
Josh
he.
Jacobs,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure he finished as the RB1 that year,
Yeah,
guys.
I think
I
I'm gonna stick
forgot
with
about
Josh
Josh.
Jacobs.
I forgot
Just
about him.
maybe go with that.
All right.
I low key.
I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves while I can.
No, me and Dylan lost. I
Yeah,
don't think
but
we
I
need
wanna
to
know
talk
how many-
about
I wanna
that.
know
I
how
think
many
I
points.
win.
I want to know how many points I have.
Well, I gotta
compare.
calculate it first.
My only weak spot's Alvin Kamara.
Josh, did you get a single 2024?
He got Alvin Kamara.
Alvin
that was
Kamara.
it.
Who did you get?
I got Jamar Chase.
Who'd you get?
Chris Godwin.
So we all have one. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean,
What year did you took Josh Allen 23? All right.
Yes.
And I took Derrick Henry 2022.
I'm gonna write the numbers down just so I can.
I can give you my numbers if you need them.
Jamal Williams was 22. Chris Godwin was
Josh probably won.
24. Did you take Mike Evans 23, right?
what do you mean probably?
I gotta go. I got work.
What time is it?
2.
2:06. You said we should be done by 2:15.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying I gotta go soon.
Yeah, all right.
I think I won. I don't think we need to calculate it.
No, yeah.
I think we do.
I think we all won because we had fun.
That's what really matters.
Yeah, that's what really matters.
Did you take Mahomes 22 or 23?
22 Mahomes. 22 Mahomes, 23 CMC, 22 Eckler, 23
I forget about
CD,
Josh Jacobs.
22 Justin Jefferson,
I got 122 the whole
22
time. I got
Kelsey,
Josh Jacobs.
and 24 Kamara.
That's a good one to get, though.
Yeah, I know.
What one?
22 Jacobs.
Oh, at the last pick? Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was, I think.
I should have done that over Jamal
I
Williams.
can't pass up on Justin Jefferson.
What year, Kelsey?
22 Kelsey.
And Kamara 24.
I cheated. I'm a cheater.
Lamar.
Dirty cheater.
I forgot about everything with 2022. I just remember Jamal Williams was like good.
No, I remember Austin Eckler having a legacy season.
I think I probably got last. To be real.
I think I got last.
I don't think I got one.
What year did you take Jamar Chase?
I
This
took him in
year.
2024. Yeah.
24.
Charlie, how would you like to trade?
Well, we trade teams.
You want to? An entire team?
No, I'm talking about like.
Oh,
Like,
right here.
yeah,
I'll give
like-
you my team if you trade me Kyle Pitts. But I'll
I
actually.
mean, I don't even need Kyle Pitts.
Exactly.
No.
I'll give you value for him.
I'll give you a defense for Kyle Pitts.
I'll give you more than a defense. I'll give you 2 wide
No,
receivers.
I know. I just.
I need a tight end to free my lineup. This
I
is the
know.
only way I can
Do
get
you
it.
want Mark Andrews?
I would trade for almost anyone at this point.
What would you get for Mark Andrews?
Mark Andrews, you want like Christian Kirk?
I'll give you Jesus
I
Christ.
do Mark Andrews for Christian Kirk.
Didn't we already try this already?
I don't know. but-
Hey, Gavin, how's it looking?
Colin,
I
I
don't
really
know.
think that you should trade Kyle Pitts.
I might.
I will give you Christian Kirk and Jordan Addison.
I don't want any stinky Jaguars players. Though.
Okay, what about Courtland Sutton? He's even more of a bum. Christian Kirk is better than him.
Travis Etienne for Mark Andrews.
What the fuck?
Mark Andrews hasn't done anything.
Give it to me straight, Doc. Is Josh winning by a lot?
I don't know. I'm still calculating yours. It doesn't take. I can't just.
Did you
I'm done.
did you calculate mine yet?
No.
God, I think
I have to put the
Christian-
points down, then
I
calculate.
think Christian Kirk and Jordan Addison is by far an overpay.
I agree. I agree.
I really need a tight end.
I mean, I can see you're kind of desperate right now.
That's why I'm willing
I
to
can help you if
overpay.
you want.
All right.
Don't you have to go?
I got time.
23 Mike Evans.
Just think about it.
Yeah, no, I'll probably end up doing it because I like Kirk. I've always liked Kirk.
We love Christian Kirk in this house. If only Trevor Lawrence knew how to throw the ball.
Yeah, if only my God, I don't even want to talk about that.
You gonna rant about the Jaguars?
No, I
You
don't.
missed my rant about the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think I would have a longer rant about the Jaguars because I think
Do you think they're gonna fire Doug?
I don't want to blame Doug because the first year Doug got
He
there,
did very well.
we were such a good
What's wrong
team.
with them?
I think we're just making stupid decisions.
And
and
Lawrence hasn't looked the greatest in his first. He looked better last game, probably because they're in London and he does good there.
yeah, but we still got absolutely
Why does he keep autocorrecting?
rocked to shit by the Bears.
The Bears have an amazing defense though, and Trevor Lawrence put up good numbers against them. Jags defense, on the other hand, is
Was poopy garbage,
subpar.
and they were competing
Lamar
pretty
in
well with
2023 was
a Dolphins
338.
team with Tua and
What
without
are the
any
decimals?
injuries. So I don't
Point
really
two.
know what happened there.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever. It's just my take on the whole thing.
R.I.P. Jaguars.
Yeah, I'll just.
At least they had that one good season where they came back against the Chargers.
Yeah, they made me happy one year. Now,
Who?
I like that game. It was fun to watch.
328 what?
But we really saw the stages of grief.
yeah, the stages of grief was more during the last season when we were losing to the fucking Titans.
Hey, the Dolphins lost to the Titans.
Yeah, the Dolphins.
Had 290.
I'm starting to realize when me and Michael were comparing the Jaguars to the Dolphins, it wasn't a good thing. Being compared to the Dolphins is now a bad thing because the Dolphins are a bad team as well. Even with Tua, I would
Hold
say
on.
they're still pretty bad.
The Dolphins with Tua will definitely be better than the Dolphins without Tua.
I mean,
this year as a
I'm not
top 10
denying
point
that, but I
guard.
still think they're a
120
bad team.
Their defenses look terrible.
Look terrible, and
Their offense
even their
can't do
offense
anything.
hasn't looked.
Well, look
with
at,
Tua, they didn't look great.
Well, look at Achan. Looked amazing with Tua, and he's been horrible ever since.
Yeah, that's true.
Am I right, Dolphins fan?
Huh?
Achan looked amazing with Tua and has looked horrible since.
No, he's looked pretty good all in general.
He's a glorified receiving back, though.
I
Just
hate,
like how Rashad White is.
Oh yeah.
even when for real, like that bad.
I'm on row 23. What?
Like, should I just go and
330,
drive off the nearest
49.
cliff right now?
I
Bad.
don't think it's worth it yet. I think you still got till their bye week. When is that?
Wait, I don't know.
Jaguars bye week.
I think they have a late bye
Ooh,
week.
you have week 12. All right. Well, you got an extra 5 weeks of life. There you go. New England, Green. Okay, it only gets worse from you. Sorry, Colin. You play New England. I think you can win that. Then Green Bay.
On the
Green
dot?
Bay, Philly,
Damn.
Minnesota, Detroit is a gauntlet before the bye week. Then-
Wow. Yeah.
At least the rest after that is not terrible. Then you play Houston, Tennessee, Jets, Vegas, Tennessee, Indy.
Yeah, that's not terrible,
376 points.
However, the next 5
From what?
weeks or 4 weeks after this week is a gauntlet.
Hey, if we can win all those games, maybe we got a chance.
If you win all those games, you'd be 500.
Premier this year.
No, you'd be above 500.
I think. Yeah, we'd be 6, right?
Woohoo!
Yeah. 6 and 5. All right.
Oh yeah. Work hard.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Like we're like probably
God, your phone's
6s. You're
ringing.
probably like a 9.
Ooh.
I don't get a 10. The only reason is because of Kamara.
What's up, Big Dog?
Either the Jaguars are good or the Texans are bad.
Fucking eggs on.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Tell him to call me. Can I, Michael, call me. I'll take a call.
Oh,
in.
by the way, no, I
All
kind
right,
of,
I'll
I
give him a
just,
calcul-
Michael, your Texans are still a first-round exits, in my opinion.
Wow.
So I got Josh's.
That's how I feel about the Eagles and Commanders.
No, I'm the
The
Eagles.
divisional rivals. I hate.
Oh no,
them.
they'll be first-round exits. I just think that
To the
the
Bucs again,
that
I hope.
that the
Cowboys can't be first round exits if they miss the playoffs.
if the Texans get somebody like the damn Broncos, they'll be fine. If they get like the Ravens or something, they're done. They're not winning.
The Broncos. You think the Broncos are gonna make the playoffs? I guess they
They
could.
can, yeah. They're 4-2. If the Texans are barely beating bad teams, I don't know. That's
Well, they beat the Patriots. I wouldn't say blowout. They beat them by 20 points.
Okay,
Yeah.
well
That's
I'm
also the Patriots.
officially cooked.
How
It's
cooked?
down to you.
Hold on.
how cooked.
We'll get there when we get there.
Cooked.
Yeah, Jamal Williams.
Like
cooked
by
you.
like 300.
No, Jamal Williams is good. I probably should. If I knew, I forgot about Josh Jacobs.
By like 300, are you losing?
More.
More?
Colin, you gotta catch up, Colin.
Dude,
All right, now I gotta calculate columns. and-
If you combine,
500 points?
if you combine the two of them, would I still win?
No, probably not.
No, because I'm about to beat you here.
would have won if we combined the two of us.
Hmm?
Okay,
We would have won
me,
if we combined the two
me
of
and
us.
Dylan are making
Colin
the.
and Dylan combined.
Me,
would
me
I
and
still
Dylan,
win?
me and Dylan are gonna.
Yeah,
we're-
that's what I thought.
We're
What are
making.
you talking about?
If we combined me and Colin Atkinson's score, we would have beat him.
That's what I said.
Yeah, we're making the conscious decision right now that we're
We're
actually a
combined
team.
teams,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're a team. So
Dang it!
just saying, we get the shared point.
I think it was rigged.
Did I beat your ass?
You're not even on the
Probably.
camera. You gotta come over here.
I'm partially in it. If
No,
I go like
no,
this,
it's on me.
I'm in it. See, hello, everybody. I gotta go though, so
Bye, Dylan.
I'm not leaving just yet.
Bye, Dylan. Door's right here. Bye, Dylan.
Yeah. Bye, Dylan.
Why is this camera?
Bye, Dylan.
Door's right here, buddy.
Oh, that's good.
If he moves the mic out of his face.
Goodbye, everyone. It was nice being here.
Get out,
Just so you know, Josh cheated.
Josh. How close am I?
I got.
Give it to me straight,
Hold on,
Doc.
I got
Yeah.
one more number to crunch.
Goodbye, everybody. I know I lost.
He's got one more number to crunch if you want to wait.
I'm just about to give you the results.
Come on, Dylan, join in.
Okay.
The upset's about to go crazy.
As we previously determined, Josh won with a score of 2,481.56 points.
Yep. Okay.
In second place was Colin with 2,006.82 points.
Okay.
And last was Dylan with 1,839.
Have a good day, everybody.
So clearly, I kind of cooked. I kind of did.
Clearly, I did cook, actually.
I kind of did, though.
Yeah, you did beat Dylan.
Like a
I'll
little
give
bit.
You that.
Dylan's supposed to be the fantasy know-it-all. So.
That is true. He does.
0 rings to show for it, though.
0 rings to show for it.
I lost in the championship.
To me.
Cheating! You cheated. You killed DeMar Hamlin so I would lose.
I did not do that.
You cloned that man.
I did not do that. I did not clone that man. All right, is that all we got for today?
Was there anything else?
I got to write an essay.
Not really. So, all right. Well, we're going to call it there for today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to follow the Twitter at Gridiron Banter, BOB on Twitter. And TikTok is Gridiron Banter, but we don't post anything there. Just like and subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Hey, wait. Before you go, in the link underneath the stream, if you click on the Gridiron Banter, and then go there and go to more about this channel somewhere you can donate us money. I found that.
I'll probably be
Yes,
there
if you
next
go
week,
into
too.
support the stream, copy the link. You're gonna go in. You're gonna press Control V, Control C, then Control V. It'll take you to Gridiron Banter Streamlabs. You're gonna go in and you're gonna